Hello again, basketball fans. You're looking live at Rend Lake College here in Ina, Illinois, where tonight it is Final Four night in the boys Class L Junior High State Tournament. I'm Randy Olson courtside, joined by my broadcast partner, Ron Stannard. And, hey, it's going to be an exciting night. You got two semifinal games to see who is going to make it into the championship game, Ron, and who's going to play for the third-place trophy. And you know that both these teams are really itching to play because they got snowed out on Tuesday night.
Yeah, there's some familiar names, you know. If you follow high school basketball, everybody's familiar with Centralia and Marion, especially this year, and Carbondale and Murphysboro. And, you know, those kids are playing high school at one point in time, played junior high basketball.
Yeah.
For those respective towns, and that's why we've got here for a Final Four.
This is a doubleheader broadcast tonight, and our first one is between Marion and Centralia. As you see Marion come out on the floor to do their final warm-ups before the game. Wildcats come into tonight's action with a record of 24-2 on the season. They are coached by Tim Maldacious and assisted by Josh Maldacious. And the Centralia Tigers, they should be coming back out here on the floor momentarily. They are 25-4 on the season, coached by Lucas Krutzinger and assisted by Jace Hughes. And Centralia is the defending champions, aren't they, Ron?
Yeah, they are. I think they beat, who did they beat last year? Was it Casey out of Mount Vernon?
Yes,
Casey
I believe so.
High?
And they played each other the year before, and I think Casey got them the year before. So,
yeah. So both these teams playing here in this first semifinal, both of them got a pretty rich history in this tournament as well.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, you know, these records are since 1975 when they broke it up into classes,
right?
SM and L, and Marion has won this thing twice. They won it in 2007 when they beat Carbondale, and they won it again in 2013 when they beat Benton.
Mm-hmm.
But they've appeared in this game 5 more times, so that's 7 times. So tonight is their 8th appearance in the championship game. Notable of that is in 2022 they played in this game, and that means that some of those kids that played in that game are probably playing for the high school team at Marion this year.
Right.
And then Centralia, since 1975, has won this thing 7 times.
How about that?
Yeah.
As you see Centralia come out on the floor now. So they're defending champions, and they've won it 7 times since
75.
Since 1975. So pretty rich history here for the Centralia Tigers. Lucas Krutzinger is a first-year coach for the Tigers, and he gets them down here into the Final Four. Not bad for your first year out of the gate, huh?
Yeah, not bad.
Tonight's broadcast, by the way, is made possible and underwritten by the Parent Advisory Council at Centralia Junior High. And they are a group of volunteer parents for Centralia Middle School and Centralia Junior High School in grades 4 through 8 who work with the school administration and the staff to improve the student experience and give them things that they would otherwise go without. And so they're always looking for new faces to join the group and help out. So if you're interested in joining and becoming a part of the PAC, the Parent Advisory Council at Centralia Junior High School, just reach out to them or one of their members, either in person or on their Facebook page. And they'll be happy to get you involved, certainly, in the PAC. So we appreciate them, again, underwriting our broadcast tonight, helping to make it possible.
Coach Krutzinger is replacing a legend, isn't he?
Oh, he sure is, yeah. Coach Hargis up there forever, and I think had over 700 wins, I think, in his career.
It's a lot of wins.
He was there a long, long time, and he went out a winner as they won the state title last year.
How about that?
Went out on top, so that's a pretty cool thing. We are about 8 minutes away from the introduction of the starting lineups and all the play. So we'll step aside for just a moment and come right back here at Rend Lake College in Ina in just a few moments. Andrea Baker, the broker-owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare. Your dog's home, away from home.
Are you going on a vacation soon or perhaps a weekend getaway? Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon is your dog's home away from home, featuring an outside turf playground that your dog is going to love. And if your dog needs grooming or obedience training while it's here, we can handle that too. In fact, we've even got a presidential suite with flat screen TV and ceramic tile. Check it out on our website.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV. Welcome back here to Rend Lake College in Ina. It is Final Four night here in the boys Class L Junior High State Tournament. We've been down here, Ron, for games in Class S and Class M, and now it's the larger schools because you got small, medium, and large here in the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. And let's talk about how both teams got here. You got the Marion Wildcats in this semifinal game tonight against the Centralia Tigers, and Marion got here by beating Belleville Whiteside in their quarterfinal game down here. And Centralia got here by beating Waterloo in their quarterfinal game this past Saturday. Again, these games tonight were supposed to be played on Tuesday night, but of course we had the threat of the snow, and of course we did in fact get some snow and ice in the area, so they were not played that night, so that's why we're playing tonight.
Yeah, so Southern Illinois won out over the Metro East area teams.
Yeah, that's true. They did. You see the coaches, captains, and the officials meeting there at midcourt. You know any of those officials?
Well, I know one of them is Mike Lane, and one of them is Tom Richardson. One of them is John, I can't pronounce his last name, Wichiski or something like that. Sorry if I butchered that.
All right. And they're going over everything here before the game. Again, both these teams have played on this large floor already and have a win, so they're not going to be certainly intimidated or surprised or, whatever by the larger college floor, because it is an adjustment because it is 10 feet longer and somewhat wider too. So when you're used to playing on some of these smaller junior high floors and you come down here, sometimes it's like whoa, it's like totally different.
Yeah, Marion's got a lot of size out there.
They really do.
These teams are familiar with each other, too. So
they played each other, I think, twice on the season, and I know that one of the games was a 2-point game, and then I think one of the games was overtime. I don't have the actual scores in front of me, but I do know that both games were very, very close.
Yeah. And
so we kind of expect the same thing tonight. Same thing expected in our second game of our doubleheader tonight, too, between Murphysboro and Carbondale. There are two teams that have played each other earlier this year, but also played a overtime game whenever they met. So
7 miles apart.
Yeah, how about that? So, we really expect both semifinals to be very good games here tonight, and they're really toss-ups as to who's going to make it to the championship games on Saturday, which, by the way, have been moved to Saturday night. Again, tonight was actually supposed to be the trophy games because we were supposed to play the semifinals on Tuesday, but because of the weather, tonight's the semifinals, and they've moved the trophy games to Saturday night. So that's when they will be played. And the reason for that is I believe there are games here Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I think the girls and the boys college play Saturday.
Rend Lake, I think Rend Lake does play here on Saturday, so that's the reason for that. We'll step aside one more to be back with the starting lineups and all the play-by-play here on AreaSports.net.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South Penn Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week. When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
Hey, we're glad to have you along tonight here on AreaSports.net, whether you're watching on our website or on our YouTube channel. And we always like to hear from our viewers, so if you are watching tonight, hey, send us a message. We'll give you a shout-out. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for tonight as you watch action with us here from Rend College in the Final Four of the Class L tournament. I assume that we will probably have a national anthem at the start of this festivities tonight, so I'm sure we'll do that probably before we meet the starting lineups. Centralia will be the visitors tonight wearing their black and purple uniforms, and Marion will be the home team wearing their whites trimmed in the gold and the blue. These two teams just met about a week ago at the high school level down at Marion in a South 7 conference game. So honoring America with our national anthem tonight here at Rend Lake College. We'll follow along with the public address announcer as we meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. Centralia will be introduced first. You see the Tiger cheerleaders coming out on the floor. We'll introduce those to you after a while, too. Number 5 is Savion Howard. Number 20 is Jameer Shared. Number 25 is Trayton Branch. Number 34 is Montez Lewis. And getting the start tonight, number 32 is Robbie Dabney. He came off the bench in that quarterfinal game, but he gets the start tonight for Coach Lucas Krutzinger and the Centralia Tigers. As you see the Tiger cheerleaders here doing their opening cheer. A little bit later on, we'll introduce all those Centralia cheerleaders to you as this broadcast is made possible by the Parent Advisory Council from Centralia Junior High tonight. And now let's follow along as we meet the starting lineups for the Marion Junior Wildcats.
This place filled up in a hurry, didn't it?
It did. They came in a hurry. You're right.
There wasn't anybody in here. Now both sides are full.
Number 0 is Jequan Lewis. Number 21 is Kyton Hill. Number 22 is Noah Lawrence. Number 5 is Vance Burford. And rounding out the starting 5 is the big guy in the middle, Gavin DeVore. Again, he wears number 45. So Marion goes with Lewis, Burford, Hill, Lawrence, and DeVore. Centralia goes with Howard, Shared, Branch, Lewis, and Dabney. Now you see the Marion cheerleaders doing their opening cheer. Again, Marion comes in with a record of 24-2. Centralia comes in with a record of 25-4. Centralia is the defending champions here at the Class L Junior High State Tournament.
Yeah.
Again, presented by the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. Doubleheader broadcast tonight here on AreaSports.net. Teams come out on the floor, and it's going to be DeVore jumping in the center circle.
It's hard to get used to seeing a Centralia basketball team in purple.
In purple, yeah, that takes a little bit to get used to it. We're used to seeing the red.
The Orphans in red.
Yeah.
That's a set play, I believe,
And
right
it is
there.
a set play, and it's a layup right away for the Marion Wildcats. As getting that tip right away was DeVore, and he tipped it to his teammate. Who got that?
Vance Burford.
Burford got it.
Yeah.
You can tell they've run that a few times before.
Yeah.
Here's the Tigers in the front court. Marion will open up in what appears to be a man-to-man, but they're sagging a lot in the lane, and that's going to be an offensive foul, I believe. Yep. Moving screen will give the ball to Marion. Bringing it up is Noah Lawrence.
I was on Robbie Dabney.
First foul of the game. Here's Lawrence trying to drive. He's cut off. He comes back out here to Burford. Burford in the lane, can't shoot. He'll come back out to Lewis. He'll put it up and in. Yeah. Ekwan Lewis with the deuce. Marion is up 4-0. Let's see how the Tigers respond now. With it out front is Trayton Branch. He had a big game for the Tigers in that quarterfinal win. He drives in the lane.
Nice pass.
Dumps it off inside. There's the
And
layup.
one.
And the foul. He dumped it down low to Dabney, and we told you at the top of the broadcast that Dabney was getting the start tonight. He's normally their sixth man, but they like his quickness, and so Coach Krutzinger opted to start him tonight.
Fouls on Kyton Hill.
A Prentice Sangster started for Centralia on Saturday. We'll probably see him in the game, no doubt, as well. All right, Tigers show some pressure defense, but Marion dribbles right through it, and the Tigers take it away. They'll get it in the hands of Branch. Branch is lethal in the open court, and he takes it down, misses the shot. Battle for the rebound, and Marion comes away with it. Long pass to the other end to Noah Lawrence, and they throw it away. It's a turnover. Back to Centralia.
It's a fast-paced ball game.
It's a very fast-paced ball game.
Track meet out there right now.
You're right. Four to 3 in favor of Marion as the Tigers have the basketball. Out to Branch out front. He'll work it over to Howard. Howard goes on the right side now to Montez Lewis. Lewis gives it back to Howard. Howard over in the corner to Branch again. Branch looks to drive, leaves it out front. Now it comes over to Howard. Back over on the corner it goes. And dribbling it back out front is Montez Lewis, and they'll reset the offense again.
Needs to get rid of it. There he did.
5:07 left here in the first quarter. Centralia being very patient on this possession. Here's a lean in.
Nice.
Instead, that's a pass down underneath to Dabney, and boy, give another assist there to Trayton Branch.
Right. Dabney starting the game, got all their points.
And good passing by Branch in there, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Marion. Offensive foul on the Wildcats going the other way. It'll be Centralia ball.
The foul's on Gavin DeVore, his first. That coming at an inopportune time. That cost them a bucket, Randy.
Yeah. Tigers back in the front court with the 1-point lead. Trayton Branch has it. We remember him from last year on that state championship team. Shot from the corner is off the iron. Rebound's grabbed out of there by DeVore. They bring it up to Lawrence.
Yeah, he'll be a freshman next year. You know, there's a lot of freshmen starting this year for
exactly.
Centralia.
Underneath, the pass went to Vance Burford, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair for Wildcats. As that foul on Centralia is...
Shared. I believe.
Shared got the foul?
Yeah.
Okay, that's his first. 2 team fouls on both Centralia and Marion right now, as that free throw is missed by Burford. He'll get another one. Again, this is the first of our doubleheader broadcast tonight, and that second one is
no good, I guess.
Lane violation,
Yeah.
I guess, huh? All right, so that'll give the ball to Centralia. Actually, they counted the bucket, though. They counted the bucket, but they give the ball to Centralia. I guess because the ball went in, and I don't know.
I don't know what happened there.
Here's a double team in the corner.
No
Tigers
idea.
get it back out. Here's a shot from the far right side. It's a 3-ball up and in by Branch. Trayton Branch with the 3-ball. Here's a double team. They try to get the steal, and they do. It's picked off by Dabney. Dabney takes it in.
Step.
Missed it. Rebound Branch. They'll bring it back out and reset the offense. Well, Dabney has definitely already paid dividends in the starting lineup tonight for Centralia. There's no question about that.
Yeah, absolutely, he has.
And that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Charette.
You're a pretty good basketball team if you can bring a guy like that off the bench.
All right, Noah Lawrence will bring it back up for Marion. Wildcats trail by 3, and there's a picked off play by Branch. He gets a steal and misses the layup, but he gets fouled by DeVore.
That's going to be 2 fouls on DeVore.
Yeah, he's the big guy for Marion, and they can ill afford him to be in foul trouble because he's the tallest guy on the floor by far.
We're only halfway through the first quarter. He's got 2 fouls.
Trayton Branch will be at the line for Centralia. It stops the clock with 3:28 here in the first quarter of play. And Branch rolls it in. Got the shooter's roll there. I see Mike McManus in the house tonight, a big Centralia fan and booster. He used to write for many years for the Sentinel, of course. And sells cars now, so if you need a new car or truck, you can go see Mike.
I think he still broadcasts the tournament up there.
He broadcasts some orphan stuff during the holiday tournament, yeah.
I don't know what's going on these free throws. They've called something else.
Yeah,
now.
same official has called 2 violations, but he hasn't explained himself.
So he didn't get to attempt that. So
I guess he had his foot on the line, apparently, is all I can surmise. Here's a pass up ahead. They got numbers, but they can't convert. Marion had numbers. They had a 3-on-1, but they could not convert, and it goes out of bounds. But it was last touch by Centralia, so Marion will have it. Vance Burford will trigger it in. Burford gets it in the corner to Lawrence. Lawrence will dribble it out and set up the offense. Goes down the lane, and he's going to get fouled.
Yeah,
it's going to be a reach in on Savion Howard. So the foul on Howard will be his first. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on Centralia. It'll be out of bounds to Marion, right in front of the Centralia bench.
Yeah, he put a hand on him and left it there as he was going towards the basket. So that's pretty much a hand check every time.
Here's Kyton Hill going to the right side now to Burford. Burford wants to drive. He does, but he falls down. Gathers himself, gets the pass off to Elliott Tanner, who puts it up and in. Man, that was a heads-up play, wasn't it?
Yeah, he threw that to him while he's falling down for an assist.
On the other end, here's a drive by Montez Lewis, and he's fouled.
I think he's fouled by Noah Lawrence.
And Lewis will go to the line for Centralia, and that stops the clock with 2:50 to go here in the first quarter of play.
First foul on Lawrence.
Winner of this game moves to the championship on Saturday night. Loser will play in the 3rd place game. Lewis sinks the first one. 10-7. Tigers are the defending Class L champs. They want to get there again under first-year head coach Lucas Krutzinger. Another one by Lewis. That rolls off, and rebound is grabbed by Lawrence. Lawrence will bring it up for Marion. Lawrence looks to drive. He does. Now he gets it off in the corner. Shot is up by Hill. Rolls off. Rebound is grabbed by Lewis.
That was halfway down.
Here comes Centralia. Right side they work it by Howard. He buries the 3-ball. Savion Howard with the trifecta. And Centralia balloons out to a 6-point lead now, and there's a steal as Howard gets the steal.
Nice pass.
And he feeds it to Branch for the deuce.
Timeout.
Timeout by Marion. Centralia is turning that defense into some offense here in the first quarter.
Fired up, aren't they?
They are. They lead at 15-7 with 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back with more from Lake College in just a moment.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Forward press by Centralia.
Yeah, as they do put the pressure on. Marion tries to break it.
Nice pass.
And that's going to be a foul before the shot. So it's going to be out of bounds to Marion.
I think there's two starters out of the lineup right now for Marion. DeVore with 2 fouls, and Burford's over there with a banged-up ankle or something.
Lewis will take it out for the Wildcats. And it's picked off again. As Savion Howard with another steal, and he gets the deuce. And it's a 10-point lead by the Tigers. And that pressure defense has really given Marion some problems.
Yeah, they got 3 guys on the ball.
Lawrence brings it across. He does a scoop shot.
Nice.
And he got the layup. Noah Lawrence scores for Marion.
They needed that.
Yes, they did. That stops the bleeding as Trayton Branch brings it back across for Centralia. Marion is now in a zone. Branch back out to the right side. They work it to Lewis. He's cut off on the baseline. Comes back out to Branch. He'll penetrate.
Nice
shovels
pass.
it inside to Dabney again for the deuce. And that is 3 times in this game in the first quarter that Branch has fed it inside to Dabney.
7 points for Dabney.
And that's going the other way. Lost out of bounds by Marion.
Now they called a foul.
Oh, he called the offensive foul?
Yeah.
Okay. Offensive foul on Marion. That is 5 team fouls on Marion, so wouldn't Centralia be shooting now?
Fouls on Lewis. Yeah.
I think they missed it.
No.
That's 5 team fouls.
No.
They should be shooting. They missed it. There's a shot from the corner. That's off the mark. Rebound inside, back up, and in.
No, you don't. It's offensive foul, though. You don't keep
Oh,
fouls
I
on
guess
that.
right. That's right. Prentice Sangster with the stick back. Again, he's normally a starter for Centralia. He came off the bench, but he got a big bucket right there. So, yeah, that was an offensive foul, so, yeah, you don't shoot on that. But it is 5 team fouls. Here's the turnaround. That's short. Rebound back up. Hit the top of the backboard, but there's going to be a foul call on Centralia, and that's going to send Vance Burford to the line.
Savion Howard.
39 seconds left here in the first quarter of play.
2 fouls on Howard. 2 fouls on Dabney for Centralia.
Team fouls equal at 5 apiece now, so free throw's no good by Burford. Centralia shooting a really high percentage here in the first quarter. They've got a lot of bunnies in there, too.
Yeah, that's
a lot
why.
of easy shots in the paint.
Some nice assists.
And that one is good. So Marion is now in double figures as a team as Centralia brings it back up, leading it by 11. Trayton Branch out front.
They may play for 1 shot here.
They might. We're down to 25 seconds left. Gives it off to Lewis. Back over to Branch. Inside they work it. Van back out again to Lewis. Down to 10 seconds left.
There we go. They put it in Branch's hands. Nope, he gave it up.
Give it to Lewis. Lewis drives, puts it up, and it rolls off. Rebound Marion. Can they get a shot off? They do, but it's going to be way short. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Centralia Tigers with a commanding lead here after 1. They lead it over Marion by a score of 21-10. We're going to let you watch the Centralia cheerleaders right here, and then we'll see if we can find those names again. We'll identify them for you. Centralia Tiger cheerleaders include 6th graders Kalina Pierce, Giada Salm, Anna Schmidt, Peyton Smith, and Nalia Crosby. Hope I'm saying that right. 7th graders include Raylyn Smith and Briella Westbrook. And 8th grade cheerleaders for Centralia, and they include Kaylee Agan, Samantha Cato, Zeta Hawk, Aubrey Moore, Faith Padilla, Delaney Snow, and Amari Sussin. So that's your cheerleaders for the Centralia Tigers, keeping their fans all riled up here as they enjoy this lead after the first quarter. What did you think of that first quarter there, Ron?
Well, Randy, like I said earlier, that was a track meet and very fast pace. That's the first time I've seen these two teams. I'm really impressed with the quickness of the Centralia team.
Tigers will have the ball to start the second quarter play. Right side, here's a shot from the wing. That's no good by Lewis, and we got a push on the rebound.
Yeah, that's on the back.
And that's going to be against Sangster.
Yep, his first.
So that's the first foul of the second quarter as the zone press by the Tigers. Marion breaks it, but they missed a shot. And here comes the Tigers back the other way. They work it to the right side. Here's Branch taking it inside the paint, leaves it out on the left side. Here's a shot from the wing, and it's a 3-ball. 3-ball by Lewis.
Montana Lewis. 3 different players with 3-pointers for Centralia.
On the other end, there's a bucket by Noah Lawrence for Marion, as Lawrence was able to slither into the paint to get that bucket. 6:09 to go here in the first half of play. Here's Lewis with it again for Centralia. Playing catch over there with Branch. Now down the corner they work it. Back out to Lewis. Almost thrown away. Now they go right side. Here's another 3 that's up. That's short by Jameer Shared, and the rebound's grabbed by Marion. Up the court they come. Jump step in the lane. Shot is missed there by Burford. Back up again.
And one.
He got it on the second effort, and he got fouled. Vance Burford with the deuce for Marion.
I think it's on Sangster.
Sangster called for that foul too. That'd be 2 on him.
It should be 2, yeah. They put his number up there, but
there it is. Now they got 2 on there. And he comes off the floor.
Burford has 7 points for Marion.
Dabney back in the game for Centralia as Sangster goes to the bench. 5:35 to play in the first half as that free throw was good. It's a 9-point game now. Here's a drive by Lewis. Cut off, back out, it comes to Branch. Branch over on the corner again. Now they come out to the wing to Lewis. Lewis to Branch, can't shoot. Goes on the left side. Here's a long 3. That's a little too strong by Howard. And rebound Marion this time. Up the court they come. They need some points. Again, their big man's on the bench with 2 fouls. Inside the lane, the shot is no good by Burford. Back up.
And one.
And DeVore had come back in for Marion, and he scores.
And he scores.
As soon as he comes back in. He's out there playing with 2 personal fouls, but, they do need him on the floor.
Yeah.
And there's a good example of why, because of his size, because clearly he's the biggest guy on the floor in this basketball game.
3 fouls on Dabney.
Dabney started for Centralia tonight, but picks up his 3rd foul, and Sangster has 2 for Centralia. So the fouls are mounting for the Tigers. Here's Lewis with it. Gets it in the corner now to Howard. Howard's double team. Comes back out to Lewis. Now gets it to Lewis again. We'll try to go on the right wing, or got to stay off of that double team as it came to Howard. Now inside to Branch. Pump fakes, can't shoot, comes back out. There's a look from the wing, that won't go, and there's DeVore with the rebound for Marion. Gets the pass ahead to Lawrence. Lawrence wants to drive, and he's going to be fouled on his way to the basket.
I might be on Branch, I think, yep. His first.
That's not going to be a shooting foul, but it will be the 4th team foul on Centralia this quarter. So Marion will shoot after this.
Marion's hanging in there. They score here, and
they are
pretty close.
Lewis gets it into Lawrence. Lawrence looks to drive, try to throw it behind him, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to be 3 on the floor.
Yeah.
And that's one of those fouls that you don't like to get.
3 fouls.
3 fouls on him. He's going to sit down. Checking in the game for Marion will be number 20, Elliott Tanner. Tanner's got good size as well.
Yeah,
Marion.
he does. And, you know, Centralia's not killing them with size right now. They're killing them with quickness. So.
Yeah, absolutely they are. The quick hands on the defense as Branch gets it over to Lewis. Back over to Branch.
It's Trey Branch. He likes to pass that ball as well as he likes to shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, he's a playmaker.
Yeah, he does not have to be a scorer.
He has got everybody involved.
He's got everybody involved is right. Here's a drive along the baseline. That's going to be a blocking foul as Lewis took it in. And that foul is going to be on Burford, I think.
Yeah, that'll be his first.
Marion fans didn't like it. Going to the line will be Montez Lewis. Stops the clock with 3:56 to go here in the first half. Don't forget, we will have the second semifinal tonight as well. That's Murphysboro against Carbondale. We'll bring that your way. And that game presented by Murphysboro, or presented, I should say, by the Carbondale Middle School and Booster Club. So appreciate them getting involved in our broadcast tonight. First free throw's missed. The second one rolls off. Offensive rebound, no good. As it was put back up there by Dabney.
Wildcats dodged a bullet right there.
They did.
He missed 2 free throws, and then he almost put it back in.
They fell down. Howard picks it off, and Howard gets thrown to the floor.
Jump ball. It's a good call. He took it away from him.
And Howard is probably hurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the camera away for just a moment as he got slung to the floor there on that ball. And that's a technical foul. It's going to be called on someone there as the official came out. And again, we're not going to show him just yet because
I don't know who the
sure what the injury is.
I don't know who the technical's on.
I thought that he
they've got showing it on Dabney.
Yeah.
From Centralia, that would be his 4th foul. That's what they're showing on the score.
He is the player is up and he is moving. That's Savion Howard. He is up and he's moving over to the bench, and they will treat him over there. He's got definitely got a headache, if nothing else. That's for sure. We hope it's nothing serious, but they are attending to his head area. But they do have him over on the bench. Again, we're not going to show that.
Noah Lawrence is going to shoot 2 free throws here. They've called a technical foul on Dabney. That's his 4th.
And that is his 4th foul, which is big for Centralia because Dabney's been a big part of this game in the first half for the Tigers, as a free throw is good by Noah Lawrence.
He'll get another one, and then Marion is going to get the ball out of bounds. He made them both.
Howard.
No, I guess we had a personal foul as well.
Yeah. Howard looks to be okay. Maybe a little dazed over there, but he does look to be okay.
I don't know who the personal foul was on. But they shoot him in the order in which they happen. So
right.
Marion's still going to get this ball out of bounds. He made 3 out of 4.
And all of a sudden it is a 4-point game here after all of that. So a Centralia player gets injured, but they are called for the personal foul and the technical.
Yeah, something must have been said.
We got a timeout on the court with 3:41 to play here in the first half, and we will step aside ourselves here for a moment and be back in 30 seconds at Rend Lake College. back here at Rend College. Randy Olson along with Ron Stannett. Ron, you were official for 30 years. What do you think that technical was?
I'm not sure, Randy. If there was any dead ball contact, that's a technical foul, or something could have been said that we can't hear from up here.
Okay, so it could be dead ball contact, could be the automatic technical foul.
Yeah.
3 opportunities there for Marion, and Elliott Tanner puts it in on the 3rd attempt, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game. If you just joined us, Centralia led after the first quarter 21-10. That lead has almost evaporated.
That's 2 fouls now on Trey Branch.
Centralia has only scored 3 points this entire quarter. Free throw is missed, and there's a basket back up and in by Tanner, and this game is tied.
He missed the free throw and got the rebound back.
Right. We're tied at 24. Again, Dabney has 4 fouls for Centralia. So he is off the floor.
Right.
And Sangster is in there.
They got 3 other players with 2 fouls.
And the pass goes inside to Sangster, and there's a tie-up and a jump ball called between Burford and Sangster.
Howard, Branch, and Sangster all have 2 fouls, and Branch has 4.
And the basketball is going to go to Marion.
Gavin DeVore, the big man for Marion, has 3 personal fouls. He's already spent time on the bench. And he's on the bench now with 3 personal fouls.
The Wildcats will bring it up. As it goes over to Hill. Back out to the top now to Tanner. They get the ball to Lawrence. Lawrence wants to drive. He does. Spins. Goes up over 2 defenders. Misses it. Rebound grabbed by Sangster in the corner. And he gets rid of it. Long pass to the other end. In transition. Shot is no good by Lewis. But he'll go to the line for Centralia.
But Branch always got his head up.
He does.
I like that.
He does. He will no doubt make a good high school player.
That's the 2nd foul on Lewis for Marion. Lewis fouled Lewis on that play.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say we got a Lewis out there on both teams, and you got Jaquan Lewis and
Jaquan Lewis fouled
Montez
Lewis, who missed the first free throw.
Tie ball game here with 2:37 to play in the first half. Second one on the way. That's no good. And rebound is grabbed by Lawrence for Marion. Noah Lawrence out the top.
Well, Marion jumped out to a big lead.
Guarded by Branch.
Centralia did, but
Lawrence with a 15-footer. That won't go. Rebound is grabbed out there by Lewis. Lewis gets it out to Branch. Branch drives to the rack and scores. Trayton Branch. And that's lost out of bounds.
Branch made his mind up at the half line. He was taking that ball to the rack.
That is a turnover on Marion. That one official's been a busy guy tonight. He's been making a lot of calls. Out it comes to Jameer Shared. Shared gets it over to Branch. Branch on the wing. Back out to Branch. Now over a diagonal pass. They'll work it to Lewis. Lewis in the lane. Back out to Branch. 1:54 left in the half. Centralia led by as many as 11. Right now they lead by 2. As the pass comes back out to Shared. Now in the corner they work it. The ball is up and in by Lewis. Montez Lewis drains the trifecta.
Second 3 for Lewis. Little 5-0 run here for Centralia.
Tigers back up by 5. Let's see if Marion can answer. Here's Noah Lawrence. He tries to go down the lane. Lawrence is out of bounds. Gavin DeVore is back on the bench for Marion as they've got Elliott Tanner out there in his place. Here's Branch with it for Marion, or for Centralia. And that's a traveling violation as a pass went over to Shared.
Shuffled those feet.
Yep. Minute 11 left here in the first half. It's been a wild, woolly affair here. Lots of action, that's for sure.
Yeah. A lot of action.
Yeah, I hope you took your high blood pressure medicine before you came to this game or before you started watching it with us.
If you're neutral fan, you might be okay, but if you're rooting for either one of these teams.
Either team, your blood pressure might be up a little bit.
You're going to need
now.
it.
Yeah.
You're going to need your meds.
All right, here's a little pick and roll action by the Wildcats. Nothing going. Down to 53 seconds left. Here's Lewis in the lane, puts up the shot and gets fouled. That's going to be on Sherrod, I think.
I think so. If it is, that'll be his second. Yep.
And Jaquan Lewis at the line for the Wildcats with 48 seconds left here in the first half. Short. In the ball game for Marion, number 23 is Jackson Brown. He is an 8th grader.
Jackson Brown?
Yep.
We had a couple hit songs, didn't we?
Yeah, he wrote some good music, didn't he? Sure did.
I think that's a running on empty guy.
I think he did, yeah. Free throw bounces around and trickles through for the Wildcats. That cuts the lead to 4. Sangster back in the game for Centralia. Branch gets it over on the right side to Sherrod, back to Branch. 1-3-1 zone employed here by the Wildcats as Branch looks to pass it over that zone. And that shot's blocked in the corner as Sherrod tried to shoot it, or tried to pass it at least, and comes back out to Branch. Down to 21 seconds left. Branch penetrates, gets in the corner. There's an open look from the wing, and that's short. As the shot comes off there by Lewis. Back the other way comes Marion. 6 seconds left. Who's going to pull the trigger? Here's Lawrence. Long three. That won't go. Sangster with the rebound. Horn sounds, and that is the end of the first half. We had a lot of action here in the first half. Fast-paced basketball game. Definitely not for the light of heart. After one half, it is Centralia 29 and Marion 25. Ron is working on our halftime stats. We'll come back and take a look at those here in just a moment. Live on AreaSports.net.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVA system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
Back here at Rend Lake College, we have got a great crowd here tonight for the Final Four night in the boys Class L Junior High State Tournament. You know, there's a lot of girls high school regional championship games going on around the area tonight, plus some boys basketball games. But, man, we have got a great crowd down here from all the communities that are involved in this Final Four this year. This first game has lived up to its billing, that's for sure. Centralia leads it at halftime over Marion 29-25. If you joined us late, Centralia led it after one quarter, 21-10. We had all kinds of crazy things happen there in the second quarter. We had some different weird lane violations. We had a technical foul, just a lot of different things. And Marion went on a little mini run there and tied the game. And then Centralia had a little spurt there to finish up the second quarter to lead it here halftime, 29-25. Your thoughts on that first half there, Ron?
Like he said, man, there's a lot of action. Man, you know, I keep saying this every time we come down here, but people that are basketball fans, high school basketball fans, if you've not seen a junior high basketball game in a few years, you need to come check this out because the game is just different than it was 10, 15 years ago at this level. And we got a good one here tonight for the Marion Wildcats. They committed 8 personal fouls in that first half, and as a team, they made 7 out of 12 free throws. They had 5 players break the scoring column. They were led by Vance Burford with 7 points, as well as Noah Lawrence with 7 points. Elliott Tanner off the bench with 6 points. Jaquan Lewis with 3 points. And Gavin DeVore with 2 points. DeVore spent a lot of time on the bench in foul trouble, and Elliott Tanner come in and did a great job. Picked up 6 points. Looking at foul trouble for Marion, Lewis has 2 personal fouls and DeVore has 3. For the Centralia Tigers, they committed 12 personal fouls in that first half. They were 3 out of 8 from the free throw line, and they had 5 players break the scoring column. They were led in scoring by Trey Branch with 8 points. Montez Lewis had 7 points. Robbie Dabney had 7 points. 5 points for Savion Howard and 2 points for Apprentice Sangster for a total of 29. They've got some foul issues going on. Savion Howard, Jameer Shred, Trey Branch, and Apprentice Sangster all have 2 personal fouls.
Yeah, that's a pretty serious problem there.
Robbie Dabney has 4 personal fouls.
Yeah.
So that's something to be aware of here in the second half.
All right. Again, coming up after this, we will have Murphysboro against Carbondale. Another great second semifinal tonight. Again, the winners will meet for the Class L state championship on Saturday, and the losers will play for third place. And we'll take another brief timeout and come back with more action here from Rend College in just a moment.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare. Your dog's home, away from home.
Are you going on a vacation soon or perhaps a weekend getaway? Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon is your dog's home away from home, featuring an outside turf playground that your dog is going to love. And if your dog needs grooming or obedience training while it's here, we can handle that too. In fact, we've even got a presidential suite with flat screen TV and ceramic tile. Check it out on our website.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Andrea Baker, the broker owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
Back here at Rend Lake College, Randy Olson along with Ron Standard. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. We have got us a doozy in this first semifinal. Centralia leads it 29-25 here at the half. You see the Tigers warming back up here at halftime. Again, this broadcast is made possible by the Parent Advisory Council of Centralia Junior High. The PAC is a group of volunteer parents, both for Centralia Middle School and the junior high, 4th through 8th grades, who work with school administration and staff to improve the student experience and give them things that they would otherwise go without. And, of course, they're always looking for new faces to join the group. So if you're interested in getting involved, all you got to do is reach out to one of the PAC members, the PAC members, or you can reach out to them through their website. Again, you can do that on their Facebook page, actually, the Centralia Junior High School PAC Facebook page. Well, we had mentioned at the top of the broadcast tonight that these two teams had played earlier this season twice, and we knew that one of the games at least was a 2-point game, and it kind of seems like that's where we're headed tonight too. Yeah. This has been a heck of a basketball game here, and yeah, the bench might have to play a big role for these two teams tonight, as we do see some foul trouble out there for sure.
Yeah, you know, Marion kept their poise in that first half because they wanted to. They were about to get blown out.
Yeah, they were down 21-10 after first quarter, and yeah, they easily could have ducked their head and packed it in and called it a night, but they came fighting back and they tied the game.
Yeah, only
to see Centralia regain it, lead it here by 4.
They won that
at the half.
Second quarter 15-8 after losing the first quarter.
Yeah,
21-10.
How's the popcorn tonight?
It's not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
I don't think they have the pizza here tonight.
No, I think the popcorn's a little. I'm giving it a little more credit than what it deserves because I'm so hungry.
The apple that you ate on the way down here didn't last too long. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Both teams have been called back to their respective benches. We'll be ready for second half action here momentarily. You can go back and watch archive games from the Class S, Class M tournaments on our YouTube page or on our website at AreaSports.net.
Yeah, Nashville continued their dynasty in Class M.
They sure did.
Cairo a winner this year in Class S.
Cairo won it in Class S this year. Yeah, they were a good team. For sure. Murphysboro, a team that we'll see in our second semifinal tonight, gave Nashville one of their few losses this year, the team that won the Class M. So you know that Murphysboro team is pretty good, and so is Carbondale. Carbondale will come in tonight with a record of 23-6. Murphysboro will come in with a record of 25-2. So that'll be the second game of our doubleheader tonight. It's the second semifinal. All right, we are ready for second half action, and to start the third quarter of play, it will be Centralia basketball as they get it into Trayton Branch. Branch will work it over to the right side. There's a double team. It's knocked away and stolen by Marion.
DeVore back in there to start the second half.
Yeah, and he got his hands on that one and made an immediate steal for Marion. Here's a drive, and a little floater is up and off the rim. Rebound by DeVore. He falls down, and they call him traveling.
Yeah.
Tried to get the shot back up, but he fell backwards, and it's called for traveling. Coach Maldacious thought he might have had a little help there. Here comes the Tigers back in the front court. Wildcats are really extending that zone pressure way out beyond the arc now. Pass in the corner, and that's going to be a foul on Marion.
Yeah, that's on Lewis. That's going to be his third.
Yeah, that's big for Marion for sure.
He's coming out.
He is going to come out of the game, and in to replace him, number 12 is Trevor Robinson. So yeah, foul trouble plaguing both of these teams here. And we still got a lot of basketball left to be played too. Here's Savion Howard for three, and he buries it. Savion Howard playing the long ball here for Centralia. They lead it by 7. Noah Lawrence back up for Marion. He's really been handling the rock for them tonight. Gets it to DeVore. DeVore back to Burford. Running a little weave action out there. Now to Hill, and back it comes to Lawrence. He's cut off on the baseline, and he's going to be fouled.
That's going to be on Charette, I believe. That's going to be his third.
Yeah. These fouls are really mounting for both teams, as we said, especially Centralia.
Here we go. I believe he's going to take a seat.
I believe he is too. Red will check out of the lineup, and checking in will be Myron Smith for Centralia, seeing his first action. Here's a pass to Lawrence. Lawrence guard out there by Branch. Works it to the left side now to Kyton Hill. Hill comes out to the top to Burford. Burford hands it back off to Lawrence. Lawrence looks to penetrate. He does. Puts up the shot. Rolls out.
Got his own rebound.
He did, and he put it back up. Missed it again, and then traveling violation because 2 Wildcats were both holding on to the basketball.
That's not a walk, though, unless they move their feet.
Apparently they did. Tigers back the other way, leading it by 7. Here's a drive by Lewis. Lewis back out to the top.
It looked like there were 3 guys involved in that jump ball. One of them wearing a Centralia uniform.
Yeah. Here's a drive again, no shot. Back around the perimeter. Here's a pump fake. Now the shot from the wing, and rattling it home.
Branch
is Trayton Branch.
That puts him in double figures.
He's a nice player for the Tigers, that's for sure. We remember him from last year when they won the Class L title a year ago. From the baseline, that shot misses everything by Robinson, and rebound by the Tigers. Branch has it again. Branch wants to drive. He does, but he's fouled on his way to the basket. So it's no shot. It'll be out of bounds to the Tigers.
Burford's second. I'd be happy to start my team out with Trey Branch.
Yeah.
You know, I'd say, give me Trey Branch, and I'll pick 4 others.
If you were doing a pickup game,
we'll go.
He's probably one you'd want to have early on for sure. Yeah. Here's Savion Howard with it out front. Goes to the right side, and that's put up by Montez
They're
Lewis.
going to have to get a timeout.
How about that? Right corner pocket 3 by Montez Lewis. And all of a sudden, the lead has ballooned to 12 points. Here's DeVore with it, getting the rebound from Marion on that missed shot. Comes back out to Lawrence. He'll fire the 3. It won't go. Rebound back up short that time by Burford. DeVore with the rebound, and he gets fouled.
That might be on Branch.
Let's see. Couldn't see his hand signals from here. Nope, they gave it to Sangster.
That'd be his third. Yeah.
So multiple players on Centralia with 3 fouls. Shot from the corner by Lawrence won't go. Sangster with the rebound. Wrestles it away from DeVore. Pass up ahead, and it's blocked out of bounds as Howard.
No, didn't go out of bounds.
It didn't go out of bounds, didn't it? It's back in, and the shot's up and in by Branch. Wow, I can't believe that ball stayed in bounds after that block.
Well, you know, Marion missed about 5 shots that last time down the floor.
They did. They missed a lot of bunnies. Here's Lawrence taking it in, and he scores and draws the foul. That's a big bucket for Marion.
Yeah, they needed that.
That stops the bleeding.
That's their first points of the quarter.
Noah Lawrence with the deuce, and he'll go to the free throw line when we come back after this timeout break.
Foul on Montez Lewis, his first.
Timeout with 3:37 to go here in the third quarter.
That was a 10-0 run before that shot.
Yeah,
man.
it was.
To start the quarter.
We'll just keep it right here. Again, this broadcast made possible by the Parent Advisory Council of Centralia Junior High, supporting their students and their sports programs. Hope all you back home are enjoying the broadcast. Again, you can send us a message and let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We always like to hear from our viewers out there. At the line, it's Lawrence, and that one's in and out. DeVore gets the rebound, and jump ball is called as he's tied up in there with Montez Lewis.
Marion's had plenty of chances, but they just can't get a ball to fall in.
No, they can't. Here's the inbound to DeVore. He scores.
That'll help.
Go to the line. That helps a bunch. That drops it back down to a 10-point game. Yeah, if you're watching from Centralia or you're watching from Marion, let us know.
That's
we'll
4
send
fouls.
a shout out to you.
4 fouls on Sangster.
Just hop on our Facebook page. That's AreaSports.net on our Facebook page. Use that Facebook Messenger and send us a message, and we'll send a shout out to you. Here's the and one by Gavin DeVore. It's good.
Got it.
Cut it to 9. 39-30. Tigers bring it back up. They work it to the right side. Here's a long 3 that's short, but there's an offensive rebound. And shot from the baseline, no good by Lewis. Here comes the Wildcats with it. Noah Lawrence has it taken away from him. And
that's a blocking foul.
Got a collision right there at midcourt. And And that's going to be on Lewis.
Yep.
That's going to be 4, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. He's going to have to go right out of the game again. Again, both teams dealing with foul trouble here.
Yeah, they are.
It's going to really loom large in the fourth quarter. 3:09 left here in the third quarter. That's almost a steal.
Well, he got it.
Down. How in the world? Wow. He won the foot race. Trevor Robinson won the foot race and laid it in the hole off the glass.
Wow, he's a bench player. He come off the bench.
Yeah, he's a speedster on that play.
Great play.
Cuts it to 7. Wildcats in a zone. They go into the high post. Down on the baseline. Shot is short. And rebound grabbed out of there by Marion. Lawrence has it again. Ball is knocked around loose. Picked up by Lawrence. Feeds it to DeVore. DeVore has it stripped. And it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Marion. Chrissa is watching from Glen Carbon, and she's supporting Centralia and Coach K. All right.
All right.
Chrissa, good to have you on. Keith and Kathleen are watching from home by the warm fireplace. Now, that sounds like a good idea.
I know who that is.
They said keep us posted on the Woodlawn Girls Regional if you hear anything. All right, we'll do that. Here comes the pass inside to DeVore. Over in the corner to Lawrence. Lawrence is cut off, double teamed, and traveling violations going to be called. Jasmine is rooting for the Marion Wildcats and their nephew, Jackson Brown. They are watching from Oklahoma.
All right.
Good to have you, Jasmine. We got us a barn burner here. 7-point game. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Centralia with the basketball and that 7-point lead as Trayton Branch has it. Skips it over here to Lewis. Now down in the corner he goes. Oh, almost thrown away, but Branch saves it. Back out front. Under 2 minutes to play now in the third quarter. Branch works it over to Lewis. Lewis drives baseline, can't shoot. Back to Branch. He'll drive. Branch puts it up and too strong. Rebound picked back up by Savion Howard, and now they'll dribble it back out and reset the offense. Here's Howard from the corner. No. And what's the call? Jump ball. And possession arrow is going to leave it with Centralia. And in the game for the Tigers will be Jameer Sherrod. Sherrod is one of the many Tigers that's been plagued with foul trouble here. He's got the ball right now. Comes out to Howard. Minute 29 left in the quarter. Here's a drive baseline, cut off there by Vance Burford. Back out it comes to Branch. Branch to Howard. Ooh, almost a steal by DeVore. Back out to Howard. Now they get it to Sherrod, and he buries a three.
That's his first points of the night.
Jameer Sherrod. He picked a big time to have a big shot.
Yeah, he did. That's got to be a block.
That's going to be a big collision in the lane. 10-point lead here for Centralia with a minute to go in the third quarter.
I can't tell who it is. I think that's Dabney. And if it is, Dabney may have just fouled out of the game.
Yeah, if it is on Dabney, and it is. Yep, that's 3 fouls on Robbie Dabney.
Seven big first half points out of Dabney.
Yeah, he got the start tonight, but he's been plagued with foul trouble all night.
Yeah, he played well.
But his 7 points were big for Centralia as the free throw is good by Noah Lawrence. Lawrence has had a nice game for Marion. And the next one is good. Those are big free throws for the Wildcats. That cuts it back to an 8-point game. And what do we got? Timeout? Nope. Nope, just substituting in for the Wildcats. We're going to give a breather there to Lawrence. And there's a steal picked off by Burford. Burford's going to be fouled. Another foul on Centralia.
Yeah, that's going to be on Howard. That'll be his third.
All right, so I think they are calling timeout this time, yeah. Timeout with 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll take timeout as well and be right back in 30 seconds.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
All right, let's reset it for you. Marion is at the free throw line with 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And Vance Burford is at the line, and it's short. Centralia led it after the first quarter, 21-10. Marion came back and tied it during the second quarter. But Centralia went up by 4 at the half, 29-25, and they have led throughout this third quarter. But now it's back to a 7-point game. And Marion is pressing. Tigers get it across. They throw it down to Sangster, and he misses the bunny. Rebound grabbed out of there by Burford.
He made that free throw, did they not? Did they put that up on the board?
Kyton Hill back the other way. And he scores. Hill with the bucket.
First point for Kyton Hill.
Yeah, they put it up on the board. That scores right. 42-37, down to 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Marion fans are on their feet, trying to get their defense fired up. Now the Centralia fans are on their feet. We got a great atmosphere here at Rend College. Inside to Sangster. He missed it. Rebound grab by DeVore.
Plenty of time here.
Up to Hill. Down to 3 seconds left. Shot from the wing. Oh, that's a huge shot by Trevor Robinson right before the buzzer. And after 3 quarters of play, it is a 2-point contest. Robinson comes off the bench and drains a huge 3-ball for Marion.
He's having a great game off the bench.
Unbelievable. Boy, you better stay close to your screen, whatever you're watching on, whether it's the phone screen, the laptop screen, the TV screen. We've got an exciting fourth quarter coming your way next here on AreaSports.net. Stay with us.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
Back here at Rend College, Randy Olson along with Ron Stannett. Ron, you know, that's twice now in this game that Marion looked like they were left for dead.
Yeah.
Only to come back and rally.
It's a game of runs, and they're going to get the ball too, Randy, to start this quarter.
They'll have a chance to either tie it or take the lead.
Yeah.
They fell behind Centralia 12 points during that third quarter, only to battle back to get it to a 2-point game as we start this fourth and final quarter. Again, the winner goes to the championship game on Saturday, the loser to the third place game.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle of attrition.
Wildcats have it. DeVore throws it away. That was a set play.
Yeah, it was.
That was designed to go to Noah Lawrence on the cut, but he led him a little too far. It's a turnover. Tom Burleson is watching from Centralia. He says, "Go Tigers." We got a nail-biter here, Tom. What do you think?
Who was it? Tom
Burleson.
Burleson.
Yeah.
Didn't he play for North Carolina State?
Yeah, there was a Tom Burleson that did. Here's Branch. Down the lane, Branch scores, and he is fouled.
Played with David Thompson, I think.
Big-time bucket there by Trayton Branch. And he'll have a chance to add to the Centralia lead as we have 6:33 to go in the ballgame.
That's the fourth foul on DeVore.
Trayton Branch's grandpa is watching.
All right.
Aaron and Kim Newman. And they are saying go Tigers and rooting for Trey.
He's going for the old-fashioned three-point play here.
Yeah, he's there right now.
He lets the game come to him. I think he could score 20, 30 points a game if he wanted to.
Well, he's been a good distributor tonight, too. He's got a lot of assists as he buries the free throw. That's a 5-point lead for Centralia. Amber is watching from home in Nashville tonight, and she says, let's go CJHS, Centralia Junior High.
Yeah, Nashville won this, and she's rooting for Centralia to win this one.
Yeah. All right, Wildcats down by 5. Let's see if they've got another run left in them. They probably do. Burford out to Lawrence. These are two very evenly matched teams, and they've been that way throughout the season. Marion coming in tonight 24-2. Centralia 25-4. That one's stolen. Pass ahead to Branch. Branch going to take it in and score.
Nice Euro step.
Good move by Branch to evade the defender there.
A little 5-0 run by Trey Branch to start this quarter.
And the Tigers are up by 7. Marion needs points. That one's in and out by Lewis. No good. Ball is loose. It's falling to the floor.
I think that's 5 fouls on Sangster.
Sangster is going to be called for the foul.
Yep, he's done.
Yeah, he will leave the game for Centralia. Again, we said that fouls were probably going to play a big role here in this fourth quarter.
That's 2 players foul out for Centralia.
In the ball game for the Tigers, I can't see his number from here. He just checked in. They're definitely giving up some size. Shot from
another one.
A 3-ball by Kyton Hill.
Kyton Hill.
Hill cuts it back to a 4-point game. And that is Zion Shorts in the game for Centralia, number 40. That's almost a steal, and it is. Lewis picks it off, or Lawrence, I should say, and then Lawrence travels with the basketball.
Lost his footing.
Yeah, Noah Lawrence was trying to make a move after the steal, but he fell down. Bobby Furlong is watching from home in Centralia. He says, go Tigers.
I know Bobby.
Yep, and he says, hey, thanks Randy and Ron for the broadcast. Well, it's our pleasure, Bobby. Hope you're enjoying it.
Trevor Robinson, the hero of that third quarter for Marion, back in the game.
4-point game, 47-43 with 5:15 to go in the contest. Who's going to make it to the championship game? Centralia is the defending champs. So are they going to have a chance to repeat? We're going to find out here as Branch has it out front and hands it off to Howard.
Marion was runner-up in this tournament in 2022.
Here's a shot from the wing. Branch for a 3. No. Rebound grabbed out of there by Floater. Red back up and in.
Nice shot.
6-point lead for the Tigers. 4:49 left in the game.
Shred with the floater.
Yeah.
I love it.
He had some early foul trouble in this game, too. Again, the Tigers have lost 2 players via the foul route.
Yeah,
here's a drive by Lewis. Gets it back, puts it up, rims out. Rebound grabbed out of there by Lewis. Montez Lewis has it for the Tigers. Gets it ahead to Savion Howard. Tries to feed it underneath, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it's last touched by Marion. As Noah Lawrence going to come back in the game along with Gavin DeVore, 2 starters there for Marion. 4:21 to go in the contest. Centralia basketball. They get it into Trayton Branch. From the corner, here's a shot that's short by Lewis. And rebound by Marion. Here goes Lawrence again. Look out. He's dangerous in the open court. He spins. He's fouled by Trayton Branch.
Foul on Branch. Uh-oh, we got trash talking.
And that's going to be a technical foul.
Technical foul on Centralia.
And that's going to be a technical foul on Marion. He's been a busy official tonight. Offsetting technical fouls, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know who they've called these on. I have to wait for them to put them up there.
Well, I think after the foul on Branch.
Foul on Branch.
That was the personal foul on Branch, but then I think they called a technical on Branch.
On Branch, I believe that's
right. They did. They just put it up.
So he's got 4 fouls.
That's 4 fouls on Trayton Branch with 4:09 to go in the game.
And somebody from
DeVore was called for a technical, I believe. And that is...
no, I think Lewis got it.
Lewis. Jaquan Lewis was
so he
called.
has fouled out of the game.
He has fouled out of the game with his 5th personal foul because the technical was on him. So it's offsetting technicals, but we also have the personal foul that's called on Branch. So
all you got to do is shoot the personal foul, and if there's no shooting, you just take it out of bounds.
I don't think he was shooting, so I think it's when they sort it out.
Well,
I think
they don't have 5 fouls for the quarter, so
it's going to be Marion ball. Should be Marion basketball after they sort it all out.
They're going to shoot free throws, though. I think he was. They're saying he was in active shooting.
Well, he might have been. It was
because otherwise
he was in the lane whenever Branch got him.
I don't see any reason to shoot free throws here unless he was in active shooting.
No. They're over there explaining it to Coach Tim Maldacious. And so, yeah, they are going to say Noah Lawrence was in the act of shooting whenever he was fouled by Trayton Branch. So, again, Jaquan Lewis is fouled out.
Yeah. So, Marion's lost one player to fouls. Centralia has lost 2.
And now Trayton Branch has 4 personal fouls after getting that personal and the technical. Yeah,
that's right.
And they need him on the floor.
Yes, they do.
For Centralia.
He's their leader by no doubt.
And Lawrence misses the second one. Now, well, I don't understand why he's shooting more than 2 free throws though, because should have been offsetting technicals.
Well, we'll see if they march to the other end and let Centralia shoot 2.
And that one rattles out. So he made 2 out of 4.
Yeah, we're going to shoot some at the other end, too.
All right. So they are going to shoot technicals on each end as Trayton Branch will go and shoot them now for Centralia. So Marion shot 4 free throws because they shot the personal as well as the technical.
Yeah, that's correct. This will be 2 free throws right here.
And now Branch will shoot 2 for Centralia. And he misses the first one. Again, we got 4:09 left in the ball game. Yeah, in a 4-point game like this, these free throws are huge.
Yeah. And then they're just going to go by possession arrow.
Again, we will have the second semifinal for you tonight as well between Murphysboro and Carbondale, so hold on to your horses. That game's expected to be a barn burner as well. Branch missed them both.
Yeah. Well, so Marion made 2 out of 4, and Centralia made 0 out of 2.
And now it's Centralia basketball because it would have been after the original 2 free throws that Marion got on the personal.
Well, I think this is possession arrow here. Yeah, they changed it.
Changed the possession arrow, okay.
That's why they got it because.
And that's why they've taken out at half court rather than at the end line. Here's Branch on the side getting fouled. And that is going to be 3 team fouls on Marion, and there's 3 team fouls on Centralia.
Fouls on Burford, that's his 3rd.
So again, the fouls are really mounting for both teams. Centralia has lost 2 fouls, or 2 players to disqualification because of 5 fouls, and Marion's lost 1.
Yeah.
All right.
But there's other players sitting on 3 fouls and 4 fouls.
And 4 fouls, you're right. If we had one of those old type of scoreboards in here where they used to put the lights up for each of the fouls, it'd look like a Christmas tree right now.
It'd be lit up.
It would really be lit up.
We'd have a power outage. The power would go out.
Yeah. That's going to be another foul, and that's
the first one, though, on Trevor Robinson.
Robinson hit that big 3 at the end of the 3rd quarter for Marion. He fouled Trayton Branch on that one. That is 4 team fouls on Marion, so Centralia will shoot the rest of the way on the next one. Savion Howard looks to get it in. That's tipped and stolen away. Stolen by Marion.
Robinson again.
Robinson to the rack, and he scores. And that cuts it to 2.
Super sub.
He has been the super sub. Trevor Robinson coming off the bench and doing big things for Marion.
Man.
And he'll be at the line for the and 1, and Centralia calls timeout. Lucas Krutzinger says, I got to get everybody to regain their composure here.
I don't know who they called that foul on. There we go, number 20.
Every time
Shred has 4.
Yeah, every time that Centralia tries to run away from this and hide, Marion comes fighting back. It's pretty amazing. We'll be back in 30 seconds here, coming up on AreaSports.net. Stay with us.
When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, Look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
All right, back to live action here. Randy Olson along with Ron Standard. What a wild one we've had here.
Yeah, Randy. Centralia's got Trey Branch and Jameer Sherrod out there with 4 personal fouls.
Ruben Hill is watching from Centralia. He says go Tigers.
Marion has DeVore out there with 4 personal fouls.
That free throw is missed by Robinson on the end one. And we come back the other way. The Tigers with a 2-point lead. 3:15 to go in the ball game. Branch works it to the left side. Here comes a trap. They go inside. Underneath. Shot is missed in there, but a foul's going to be on Marion. And going to the line will be Montez Lewis for Centralia.
I think that foul's on Lawrence, his second.
You know, Lawrence has been in on everything for Marion, and, you know, he's only got the 2 fouls, so.
Yeah. Yeah, he's their leader.
Yeah, he has been tonight. And that's in and out no good by Lewis. 3:07 to play in the ball game.
Both teams struggling from the free throw line in this fourth quarter.
They really have. They really have. They've fallen to the pressure here. Second one is no problem. Got 1 for 2, and it's a 3-point Centralia lead.
Well, this is the third meeting between these teams, and every game's come down to the wire.
There's a steal.
Big steal.
It's picked off by Howard. Howard, a little too strong on the glass, and on the rebound, we got a tie-up.
Yeah.
As DeVore was there to grab it, along with Branch. And the possession arrow gives it to Marion. Wildcats ball with 2:55 to go in the ball game. There's DeVore going inside the paint to Burford. He puts it up on the window and scores. That cuts it to 1. 50-49. Marion is pressing. And that's going to be a foul.
DeVore, is it on DeVore?
It's on DeVore. That's 5 fouls on DeVore. So he is the second player to foul out for Marion. So both teams have lost 2 players via the foul route.
Yep.
And checking in the ball game for Marion is number 20, Elliott Tanner, replacing DeVore.
Yeah, Elliott Tanner, he did a good job in that first half when he was in there.
Both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way because we have 5 team fouls on both teams with 2:37 to play. And at the line, the free throw's no good by Branch.
That's 3 misses in a row from Trey Branch from the free throw line.
Both teams struggling, as you said, from the free throw line in this fourth quarter. 1-point game. Branch
got it.
Buries the second one. Tigers up by 2. Wildcats look to tie it or take the lead here with the 3. Here's Hill with it. Hill gets it over to Lawrence. Lawrence wants to drive baseline. They called it for traveling. The turnover gives it back to Centralia with 2:26 to go in the game. Don't forget, we'll have Carbondale against Murphysboro coming up after this one, and it's going to be right here on the same feed, the same link, so you don't have to change anything. Just hang in here with us. And that's knocked out of bounds by Marion. So those of you wanting to watch this game back in the archive, you won't be able to watch this in archive until the second game's over, because we'll just archive the whole thing.
People from Murphysboro and Carbondale standing up watching this game.
They are. They're looking for a seat. They can't find any place to sit down, and they're watching a heck of a basketball game here. These 2 teams both want it, that's for sure. They want it bad. Centralia, the defending champs, trying to get back. Here's Branch with it. Branch is going to drive, and he's going to be fouled by Vance Burford.
That's going to be 4 on Burford.
Might not have been a bad foul for Burford because it kept him from getting the ball up on the rim.
Yeah.
Stops the clock with 2:14 to play in the ball game.
And Trey has struggled from there in this quarter, but he made his last one, so we'll see what happens here.
And yet another player with 4 fouls. Is that, like you said, is 4 fouls on Burford. Branch with a free throw. He rattles it home. It's a 3-point game, 52-49. Branch, that one's rims out. Rebound by Tanner. Gets it in the hands of Lawrence, and here comes Marion. Lawrence looks to drive. Knocked around from him and fouled by Branch.
I
And
think
for
Branch
that's
just
it.
fouled out of the
I think
game.
he just fouled out of the game. He sure did.
Yeah. I think he's a little bit too aggressive right there. 4 personal.
I think he might have forgotten that he had 4 fouls.
Yeah.
He might not even have realized it because the 4th foul was actually a technical.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew.
Maybe he doesn't know that counts towards
Yeah.
the 5, but yeah, he was really aggressive in trying to steal that ball.
He seems extremely surprised that that's his 5th foul. I don't think he knew. Well, that looms very large for Centralia because he's been their go-to guy, Mr. Everything.
Yeah.
He leaves the game with 2:04 left. 3 players from Centralia fouled out, 2 from Marion, and at the line is Noah Lawrence, and that's in and out and back in again. 2-point game with 2:04 left. Timeout Centralia as Coach Krutzinger wants to talk things over. And when we come back, Marion will be at the line for another free throw, and we'll do that in 30 seconds.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Well, I don't know if you all can tell at home or not, but it is loud in here tonight. I mean, really loud. We got a lot of people here, and they are making some noise. Both of these communities really trying to cheer on their teams, Centralia and Marion. It's been a barn burner. Let's reset it for you. Centralia led it after the first quarter, 21-10. It seemed like they might just run away with it. And Marion said, not so fast. Wildcats came back, tied it up in the second quarter. But then Centralia got the last 4 points of the second quarter to go up by 4 at halftime. Again, Centralia looked like they were going to run away and hide in the third quarter as they went up by 12. Marion said, not so fast. They came back and got it to 2 points at the end of the third quarter as that free throw was good. And now this fourth quarter has just been tooth and nail the whole way, and it's a 1-point game.
They're pressing without Branch in there.
Right, and that's trouble.
It's a good move.
That's trouble.
They broke it, though.
Tiger's got to take care of it. There's a shot up and in by Jameer Shared. Shared with a huge bucket for Centralia. Huge bucket. And that is a foul on Marion, and who'd they give that to? That's going to be on Kyton Hill. That's his second. Charette at the line for the Tigers with 1:52 to go in the ball game. And it's off the rim. Rebound grab by Burford. Burford's going to throw it ahead, and he air-mailed it out of bounds. He was trying to throw the baseball pass down to Kyton Hill, and it sailed out of bounds. So the turnover will give it back to Centralia with 1:48 left. Both coaches are going to use their timeouts here. This time Tim Maldacious calls the timeout for Marion. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. Hang with us, everybody. Back here at Red Lake College, Centralia will have the basketball after the turnover on Marion. The Tigers lead it by 3 with 1:48 to go in the ballgame. Trayton Branch fouled out moments ago, so they're trying to break the press without him. As Montez Lewis has the basketball, gets it across, got to stay away from that trap. And it's away, picked off by Lawrence. Lawrence has it for Marion. He missed the shot, got his own rebound, goes back up and scores. That cuts it to 1. 54-53.
Well, Lawrence is a player.
Tigers got to take care of the basketball. Here's Howard with it. And they get it to Shorts. Here comes the trap again. They go to Shorts. And Shorts had the basketball and was knocked out, and now we got a technical foul called. Somebody said the magic word.
I think they were going to get that ball back.
It was going to be Centralia ball, but somebody said something, and they popped Centralia for the technical.
5 fouls on Shred, I believe is what it is.
We have had 3 technical fouls called in this basketball game. We've had a little bit of everything.
That was going to be Centralia's basketball.
It was going to be. He had signaled Centralia ball. And I don't know why the Tigers, somebody on the Tigers just lost their composure there. And
I think Shred, they haven't put it up there, but now they do. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, so it was on Jameer Shred. So, yeah, he fouls out on that technical. So that's.
I don't know if there's any starters left for Centralia.
As the free throw is good by Lawrence. That is 4 players that have fouled out for Centralia. 2 have fouled out for Marion. Like I said, if we had one of the old scoreboards in here tonight, it would look like a true Christmas tree, that's for sure. Maybe 2 Christmas trees.
That's 6 out of 7 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter for Noah Lawrence.
And Marion has their first lead since the second quarter, I think.
Every foul from now on, both teams will be shooting free throws.
Marion leads it with 1:06 left. And they have the basketball. They're in the driver's seat. With it is Burford. Down underneath, shot is up and in by Robinson. Boy, he has been big off the bench. Huge off the bench. And timeout is called by Maldacious, I believe.
That's a 6-0 run. They were down 54-51, and now they're up by 3.
We are going to just keep it right here, and I'll tell you, Centralia really misses Trayton Branch on the floor at this point in time in the game.
Yeah, because he could probably get that ball across midcourt by himself.
Well, and he's a threat to score, and he's a threat to pass, for sure, with the assist.
Yep.
Yeah, this game has taken an incredible turn here late in the fourth quarter. We've got 56.9 seconds left as we show you the scoreboard and the Centralia cheering section and cheerleaders.
4 players have fouled out for Centralia, Randy. 3 of them are starters.
Yeah. And 2 players have fouled out for Marion. And still a lot of players out there with 3 and 4 fouls.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 starters have fouled out for Marion.
Plenty of time left, 56.9 seconds left. If you're Centralia, you do not have to shoot the 3. You just need to get down and score a bucket. It doesn't have to be a 3, you just need to score.
Both teams, on any foul, will shoot 2 free throws.
Right, because both teams have committed 5 team fouls, actually at least 5 team fouls, and that's thrown away. They throw it away on the inbound.
Yeah.
It was thrown beyond Savion Howard. He couldn't get it. A turnover gives it back to Marion with 56 seconds left. Wow.
I said this could be a game of attrition. Marion might have enough experience on the floor to pull this off. But
and here's a pass underneath. It's missed. Rebound Centralia. They've got a big possession. They need to score. It doesn't have to be a 3. They just need to score. They have not trailed since early in the game, and that shot is missed on the drive by Montez Lewis, and
Burford.
Lewis will go to the line.
Burford just fouled out. Now Marion's got 3 starters on the bench as well.
Wow. That is amazing.
I think the player with the most experience on the floor right now is Montez Lewis. And
I got to tell you, it's been a long time since we broadcast a game with 7 players fouling out.
Yeah.
I can't tell you when the last time was we broadcast a game with 7 players fouling out. At the line, Montez Lewis with 41 seconds left. He misses the free throw.
Montez Lewis has the most experience of any player out there right now.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's got another one. Needs to get this down to a 2-point game if he can. And he buries that one. And they wave that off. He stepped across the line.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see it.
They wave that one off. So the made free throw is for naught, and Marion has the basketball with a 3-point lead, and that is a violation on the end line. Man, we have had a little of everything in this contest. This has been so wild. Things that you just don't see in a lot of basketball games we've seen in this one. That's for sure.
People are going to run out of timeouts, too.
Yeah, they're going to use them all, that's for sure. Timeout with 39.8 seconds left.
This last 2 minutes has taken about 20 minutes.
Yes. Marion just turned the ball over, so it's going to be Centralia basketball underneath their own basket. Trailing it by 3. Plenty of time to go in the ball game with 39 seconds left. Again, Ron, they don't have to shoot a 3 here. All they need is a bucket, a 2, and they might get fouled while shooting the 2. My guess is they're going to try to get the ball in the hands of Montez Lewis because, like you said, he's the most experienced player left out there for the Tigers at this point. But we'll see. Centralia has led at all 3 of the quarter stops in this game, but Marion leads right now.
Yeah.
Centralia is the defending Class L champions. Trying to get back there with a chance to repeat. Tigers ball on the baseline. Let's see what happens. Lewis will trigger it in, and that's stolen away. It's picked off by Robinson. Robinson with the steal, and then the foul on Centralia. Boy, Robinson has come off the bench to play a huge role for Marion. I mean, a huge role. He hit a couple of big shots and just got a huge steal right there. Robinson will be at the line with 34.5 seconds left. Shooting 2.
I don't have the number 4 in my book, so.
Number 4 in Centralia, there is no number 4 on Centralia. They've put that up on the board wrong, apparently.
Oh, number 5.
Oh, Savion Howard, his 4th foul. Okay. First free throw's no good. Second one is rebounded by Centralia. They're down by 4. They need a bucket. Still a lot of time left, 28 seconds left. There's a long 3 that's short. And rebound by Lawrence.
Jump ball
called. Possession arrow back to Centralia.
Wow, he stood there and let him time up. Yeah. That's a turnover.
Yeah, that's a mental error there by the player, not realizing the situation. The possession arrow was in favor of Centralia. Now they're going to get it back.
Yeah, if he turns there, he would have been fouled.
Yeah, he just needed to dribble it out of there or pass it out of there. And that's going to be a foul. And that's going to be another technical. That's going to be the 4th technical foul in this game. So we've had 7 players foul out of the game, and we've had 4 technical fouls in the game. This has been a unique basketball game, to say the least.
Fouls on Lawrence.
Montez Lewis at the line for Centralia. Officials are huddling together. We've got 20.6 seconds left.
Well, we've got another situation here where if we had a personal foul, you shoot those free throws first, and then you shoot the technical.
Right.
Don't know what's going on here. They're not shooting any
Well,
free
they called it technical, but they're not shooting free throws. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
You've been an official for over 30 years. Can you explain that one?
I cannot. I mean, I've not done it for 5 years. They may have changed something since then.
I mean, he clearly signaled a technical foul. And it looked like the foul was on Noah Lawrence.
Yeah, I did record that. Actually, they took that foul away from Lawrence. They had three up there.
They had three, now they got two?
Yeah, I marked it down, and then
maybe they changed it.
They took it away.
Maybe they took the technical away. I'm not sure, because we didn't shoot free throws here. Centralia tried to get a shot off, 12 seconds left. Here's Lewis with it. Long three is up. It's short. Rebound again by Shorts. Drive the baseline. That's off the rim. Rebound again by Lewis. Time is running out. Off the rim, and Marion has won it. Marion has come from behind and won this basketball game in the most uncanny way that you can imagine. Wow. Centralia had the lead late here in the fourth quarter. Trayton Branch fouled out of the game, and without his ball handling skills and shooting ability and passing ability, the Tigers were a little bit behind the 8 ball because they had already lost a couple of other players via the foul route. And Marion was able to take advantage of the situation, and they had some big play by a couple of guys off the bench. Tanner Robinson and Elliott Tanner came off the bench to play huge for Marion in this comeback win. And the only quarter stop that Marion led in this entire game was at the end. Centralia led at 21-10 after the first quarter. They led it at halftime 29-25. Tigers led 42-40 after 3 quarters. But Marion comes from behind and wins it remarkably 58-54. Wow. What a basketball game. Marion improves to 25-2 on the season. Centralia falls to 25-5. The Tigers will play in the third place game on Saturday. The Wildcats will move to the championship game on Saturday. We don't yet know who their opponents are because we have the second semifinal game coming up, and that is between the Carbondale Cougars and the Murphysboro Blue Devils. We'll have that semifinal coming up for you here in just a moment. Ron is working on our post-game stats.
It may take a while. Right?
That's okay. We got time because they're warming up out there. And I might sneak to the restroom here, too. I might sneak to the restroom here for a second. That game had definitely a little bit of everything in it. Multiple players fouled out, multiple technical fouls called. It was unusual. But really hard play by both teams. Some dramatic shots that were made. Both teams could have shot free throws a lot better, that's for sure. But Marion comes away with a 58-54 victory. Rod's going to work on these post-game stats, and we'll rejoin you here in just a few moments.
Okay. Hey, Mark. It's going to take me forever to figure this out. I don't even know what the score was.
58-54 was the final, with Marion defeating Centralia. We got teams warming up for our second semifinal between Carbondale and Murphysboro, which we'll be bringing your way here momentarily. I got to do a little maintenance here on the scoreboard to change that out while Ron is working on the post-game stats from the first game. It's going to take Ron a while to add up all those fouls, I think. We definitely had a little bit of everything out there, that's for sure. All right, so hey, welcome back here to Rend Lake College. We'll have our second semifinal coming your way in just a moment between Carbondale and Murphysboro. But first, Ron's got post-game stats from the game that was just concluded where Marion beat Centralia 58-54, Ron.
Right, yeah, I'll do this quickly, Randy. For the Centralia Tigers, they committed 25 personal fouls in the basketball game. I don't have time to name everybody that fouled out of the game, but themselves, they shot 20 free throws and they made 8 of them. They had 6 players in the scoring column, 2 in double figures, led by Trey Branch with 19 points. Montez Lewis had 11. Savion Howard had 8 points. Jameer Shred had 7 points. Apprentice Sangster had 2 points. And Robbie Dabney had 7 points. I think that's a total of 54. For the victorious Marion Wildcats, they committed 21 personal fouls in this game, so a total of 46 fouls called in this game.
Wow.
They shot 28 free throws. They made 18 of those. They had 7 players break the scoring column. They were led in by Noah Lawrence, who had 19 points, followed by Vance Burford with 10. Trevor Robinson off the bench with 10, all in the second half. Jaquan Lewis had 3 points. Kyton Hill had 5 points. Gavin DeVore had 5 points. Spent a lot of time on the bench in foul trouble. Elliott Tanner had 6 points. Trevor Robinson, I don't know if I mentioned him, with 10 points all in the second half, for a total of 58.
All right, so Marion advances to the championship game after coming from behind to beat Centralia 58-54. They'll take on the winner of this next game between Carbondale and Murphysboro as you see the teams warming up on the floor.
Marion, Randy, was in that game in 2022.
Yep.
And lost that game, so that means there's some kids on that high school team that played in that game.
That would be true.
They've never won it, but they appeared in that game also in 2015, I believe it was.
Murphysboro comes into this semifinal tonight with a record of 25-2. Carbondale comes in with a record of 23-6, and we will follow along with the public address announcer as we meet the starting lineups for both teams. And Carbondale will be the traveling team, the visiting team tonight on the scoreboard with their traveling red uniforms on, coached by Caleb Cobb and assisted by Larry Wood. This broadcast is made possible by the Booster Club and the PTO from Carbondale Middle School. So we appreciate their support in this broadcast tonight. Thank you for sitting down and not blocking our camera. We appreciate that. As for the Carbondale Cougars, it's Aiden Davis. He wears number 1. Number 2 is A.J. Gaston. Both of those are 8th graders. Harlem Schaff wears number 11. He's an 8th grader. He hasn't taken his warm-up off. E.J. Jackson Jr. wears number 12. He's a 7th grader. And Caleb Jackson wears number 13. He is an 8th grader. So they go with Davis, Gaston, Schaff, Jackson, and Jackson. And the Jacksons are not related. I checked with coach and staff, and they said no, they're not. For the Murphysboro Blue Devils. And Coach Brad Norman, assisted by Tracy Loving and Lucas Olson. Starting for them, number 1 is Drayden Gastrion. Number 0 is Liam Guthman. Number 4 is Keegan Shields. Number 11 is Michael Miles. And rounding out the starting 5, number 24 is Dallas Scales. So they'll go with Guthman, Castrijon, Keegan Shields, Miles, and Scales. And Carbondale again goes with Davis, Gaston, Schaff, Jackson, and Jackson as you see the Murphysboro cheerleaders out there.
I didn't look, Randy, but that first game, my guess is that game lasted an hour and a half.
It's 7:39, so you're pretty accurate.
And that's a junior high game with 7-minute quarters.
Yeah, well, again, with all the fouls called, the technicals foul called, and everything else. Same officiating crew on this second game, by the way. Those guys got to be exhausted. These two teams, Carbondale and Murphysboro, played earlier this year, and it was an overtime game. So we may be in store for kind of the same kind of basketball game here in our second semifinal as what we had in the first one, with Marion coming behind to beat Centralia 58-54. It will be Keegan Shields jumping for Murphysboro against Aiden Davis for Carbondale. And we are ready to get this game underway, and tip is won by the Cougars. Carbondale Cougars, Coach Caleb Cobb.
This Carbondale team played in the Bethel shootout up in Mount Vernon, did they not?
Yes, they did. They played against NCOE. That was a great basketball game, and they beat NCOE as the shot is up and in. As the Cougars draw the first blood here in this second semifinal. All right, into the front court comes Murphysboro. Miles over on the left wing, comes out to the top to Guthman. Good ball movement here by Murphysboro. There's a double team by the Cougars. Back out to the top it comes to Guthman again, and that's a traveling violation. Turnover back to Carbondale.
I got that first bucket by Nathan Davis with 23.
Yes.
I don't know he was in the game.
All right, so Carbondale brings it across. With the ball out there is Harlem Schaff. Goes inside the paint. The shot is up and in. Count the bucket by Aiden Davis. Carbondale up 4-zip, and they'll go to the line as Davis will have the and one. That foul was called on Michael Miles. His first. And it's banked in, but it counts just the same. 5-0 start here for the Cougars. Murphysboro brings it back up again. They'll try to drive baseline and try to poke it inside there to Shields. Shot hits the side of the backboard to get another offensive rebound out to Guthman. His shot's no good, and there's the weak side rebound by Carbondale, and they'll come back the other way with it. With the basketball is Schaaf out there. Here's the drive. Boy, that's a nice runner on the bucket. 7-0 lead for Carbondale. It's a good start for the Cougars. Murphy trying to answer. In the corner, it's Castrojohn.
3 different players have scored already for Carbondale.
Exactly. Here's Guthman. Over to Scales, back to Guthman. Now they work it to the right side. Good defense by Carbondale as they're cutting off the penetration lanes, and they get the steal. Cougars in transition. Trying to save it. Inside, shot is off the mark by Davis, and rebound by Murphysboro. They'll get the pass ahead to Castrojohn. He goes up and scores.
Nice move.
First points of the game for Murphysboro as Drayden Castrojohn scores. I hope I'm saying his last name right. I didn't have a chance to ask the coach.
That sounds like what the PA announcer said here in the starting lineup.
That's what I thought. These 2 games were compressed together so quickly here because that first game went over. I didn't have a chance to go down there and ask him. Here's a shot from out front by Jackson. It's no good. Rebound by Murphysboro. They get the pass ahead to Shields, and he is fouled. And
I think it's on Caleb Jackson.
Keegan Shields will go to the line for Murphysboro. That stops the clock with 4:34 to play here in the first quarter. It's our second semifinal tonight. The winner is going to play Marion on Saturday in the championship game. The loser will play in the third-place game against Centralia. Keegan Shields at the line for the Blue Devils. No good.
With the high school team at Murphysboro called the Red Devils.
Right, and these are the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
Second one rattles home. 7-3 our score. Carbondale brings it up against pressure defense as Schaaf gets it across. Schaaf works it to the right side to Davis. Davis takes it inside the paint, kisses it off the glass. Nice move there by Aiden Davis. Boy, he's quick.
Yeah, it was.
Liam Guthman back the other way for Murphysboro.
He's got 5 already.
He's running the point, gets it over to Miles. Carbondale's definitely got a size advantage, wouldn't you agree, from looking out there?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're
almost at every position except maybe one.
They got a lot of length out there, and that's going to be a 3-second violation. That's about the only thing we didn't have called in that first game was a 3-second violation, but we got it here in the second.
You don't see that much anymore.
No. We had everything else called in the first game, but not that. It's going to be Carbondale ball back the other way. You'll have to watch it back on archive if you don't believe me. Up with a shot of Schaaf, no good. Murphy back the other way with it. It's Guthman with it for the Blue Devils. The shot is off the back iron. Rebound by Castrojohn. Back up, and he scores. He's got both the buckets here early on for Murphysboro. 9-5. Carbondale brings it up.
Nice
pass ahead. That
goaltending.
That is goaltending. Yeah, how many times you see goaltending in a junior high game? Aiden Davis going to get credited for the deuce there as Keegan Shields got up pretty high. That's pretty rare to see goaltending at the junior high level. Blue Devils back the other way. It's Guthman with it. I guess that's something else we didn't see in the first game was the goaltending.
Yeah, we're only halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, this has been an interesting night, hasn't it? I'm telling you. Guthman with the runner down the lane. He scores. Nice. Good move by Liam Guthman.
The left hand.
I guess it's possible it could be Guthman, but I think it's Guthman. That's what we'll go with. If I'm wrong, send me a message and let us know, all right? You can communicate with us as that shot's made underneath to put the Cougars up by 6.
That was A.J. Gaston, his first bucket.
That was a big one inside for A.J. That gives Carbondale a 6-point lead. Yeah, you can communicate with us through our Facebook Messenger. That's AreaSports.net on our Facebook page. Just go to Messenger and send us a message. We'll give you a shout-out. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. There's a shot from the wing by Miles, and that hit the shot clock, but they didn't see it. And Carbondale will take it back the other way. Here's Schaaf with it. Schaaf in the lane. No, stays with it. Tries to throw it off a Blue Devil defender, but he grabs it, and they snag it the other way. Taking it inside and scoring is Castrojohn. He's a player.
Yeah.
He is a player. He's got 3 buckets.
Yeah, he got 6.
And that's going to be a foul. That'll be a foul on the Blue Devils. And they call that one on Castrojohn, his first, yeah. That's 2 team fouls on Murphy. All right, so the Cougars have it in the front court. They lob it underneath. No shot put up by Gaston, back out for a 3, and hey, how about that?
Yeah.
Aiden Davis. Man, he's lighted it up out there.
He's in double figures.
7-point lead for Carbondale. Here's Gelfman back in the front court.
Aiden Davis with 10 points already.
Wants to shoot, can't. They'll back it out now to Michael Miles. Miles. Over on the left side, they work it. Shot up is short. Battle for the rebound, and going to have a jump ball called. Again, if you're watching from Murphysboro or Carbondale, either one, you can send us a message. Maybe you're watching from somewhere else in between. I don't know. Go to our Facebook page, AreaSports.net on Facebook, and let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. Tell us who you're rooting for. Inside the lane, Castrojohn again, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for Murphysboro.
He's got a nose for the basket.
He does, doesn't he? Nice player. That stops the clock with 1:09 left here in the first quarter, and the first one he rattles at home. And Murphysboro's in double figures now.
He has 7 points.
And that second one's off the back iron, but they get the offensive rebound. Shields has it. He'll go up strong, scores.
Wow.
Keegan Shields. He's a load in there.
He's strong.
He's definitely the tallest player for Murphysboro. Carbondale gets it across. And that's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Murphysboro will be Cougar basketball. I'm still trying to get over that first game and all the odd things we saw. I'm going to have to go back and watch that one. It was very unique. I'll just put it that way. Very unique.
Yeah, it seems to me like they called a technical foul and then they took it away or something. So I haven't figured that one out.
They did not shoot free throws on that last technical. Somebody out in the bathroom asked me about that. They said, why didn't they shoot free throws on that last technical? I said, I'm not sure. Here's a shot up and in. Can you believe it? Dallas Scales with the acrobatic left-handed layup there. Cuts it to 2. Cougars back the other way. In the paint. Here's the turnaround. That's missed in there by Jackson, and rebound by Murphysboro. Up comes Shields. Shields takes it all the way down, and he's fouled. And Keegan Shields, I should say, will go back to the line for Murphysboro with 21.7 seconds left. Boy, Murphysboro was down early here, and they have battled back. They were down 7. They got it back to 2 now.
Hold that foul on Aiden Davis.
That's short. Debbie is watching from Murphysboro. She says, go Blue Devils, come on. And Chanel is watching from Carbondale. She says, come on, Cougars, let's go. And that free throw is missed them both. Carbondale with the rebound. They got the ball in the front court. They fire it inside, it's stolen. Stolen by Murphysboro. 12 seconds left, they'll have a shot here to tie it at the end of the quarter. Out it comes to Guffman. Guffman over to the right side. Inside it goes to Shields.
Got it.
Scores, and that game is tied right before the buzzer. Keegan Shields scores in the lane. And after 1 quarter play, we are all knotted up at 16-16. Well, what a basketball game. Just like the first one, we got a barn burner. We'll be back with more here in 30 seconds.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVAC system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
Back here at Rend Lake College, Randy Olson along with Ron Standard. Ron, your thoughts on that first quarter? Boy, that was something else.
Yeah, real similar, Randy, that first game, and I figured it would be, up and down basketball. And these two teams, these kids probably know each other. I mean, they're like 7 miles apart.
Oh, yeah.
And
we know they played at least once this year, and it was an overtime game, we understand.
Yeah. So
Carbondale was up by 7 at one point in that quarter, but Murphy came roaring back, and they've tied it here as we head into the second quarter of play.
Yeah, it's a scrappy bunch out there from Murphysboro because they're giving away height at every position.
Brittany is watching from Cairo, but she's rooting for Murphysboro. All right, Brittany. Well, glad to have you on the broadcast.
She might have been here last week when Cairo won the Class S state championship.
They sure played a great tournament, that's for sure. Wade is watching. He says, let's go Cougars. Well, the Cougars have the basketball, Wade. Let's see what they can do. Schaaf has it. Out the top. Nothing doing. Now they'll give it up to Caleb Jackson. He has the ball taken away from him. Numbers to the other end. 2-on-1 break. The bunny is missed. The tip up, no good, and grabbed out of there by Caleb Jackson. And Murphysboro missed a golden opportunity.
Yeah, they did. A couple of them.
Had a couple of chances to take the lead. Here's the Cougars into the front court, and it's knocked out of bounds by Murphysboro. Cougars will have it. Debbie says I am pronouncing Guthman correctly. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. We definitely want to say everyone's name correctly if we can. And we didn't have time to check with the coaches before the game. Here's a shot from the corner.
Boom.
How about that? Big 3 ball there by Harlan Schaaf.
Yeah.
That puts the Cougars back up by 3. Here's Blue Devils back the other way. That's going to be a traveling violation. Yes, it is. So they'll go right back. Cougars in the front court. That shot's missed underneath by Schaaf, but they'll try it again. Here's a little floater. No, by Gaston. And Murphysboro has the rebound. Shields back the other way. Shields gets it underneath and lost it out of bounds. Markayla is watching from Carbondale, and she says, let's go Cougars. There's a steal.
Nice pass.
And the bunny is missed in there by Castrojohn. Still tipped around. Stolen again and stolen back. We're trading turnovers here. Carbondale's got the basketball and the 3-point lead. Stolen again by Murphysboro. Jackson Fager in the game for the Blue Devils. Gets it ahead to Shields in the lane, and they say traveled with the basketball. They're going to wave that one off. That basket does not count. Murphysboro fans do not agree. 5:21 to go here in the second quarter. We got a loud gym here in the second game tonight, too.
You know, Ray, this is a huge rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised they only played one time. They might do that intentionally.
Well, it's a big rivalry at the high school level, too.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Even in football, not just basketball, football, too. On the baseline, it's Shields back out to the elbow. That shot is short by Fager and lost out of bounds. And whose ball? Going to be Carbondale ball. And what do we got? Timeout is going to be called. All right. Again, this broadcast made possible by the PTO, the Booster Club of Carbondale Middle School. Carbondale, by the way, has an enrollment of 1,424 students compared to Murphysboro's 1,254. So, again, the schools are similar in size. Carbondale comes in with a record of 23-6, and Murphysboro coming in with a record of 25-2. So both these teams have had outstanding seasons, Ron.
Yeah,
they really have, and they've earned the right to be here tonight. That's for sure. Speaking of that, let's talk about how they both got here. In the first round games, Murphysboro defeated Flora by double digits, and Carbondale defeated Mount Vernon in their quarterfinal game. So that's how both teams got to the semifinals here tonight.
The Blue Devils, I think that's the mascot for the Kaskaskia
It is.
Junior college up by Centralia.
It is. And they have the same colors as Kaskaskia College, too, blue and white. They try to feed the pass inside. It's taken away by Castrojohn for Murphysboro. He gets it ahead to Scales. Scales got to get rid of it. He does. To Guthman. And back out. Guthman again for three. That's in and out. Tipped out by Carbondale.
On the back.
Foul. Yep, on the back.
Caleb Jackson, that's going to be his second foul.
If you've seen many of our broadcasts this year or previous years, you know there's no such thing as over the back. It's on the back. Because I got an official sitting next to me who did this for 30 years, and he reminds me of that all the time. He says, Randy, there is no over the back. It's on the back. Either you're on the back or you're not. All right, so Scales has it out front for Murphysboro.
That last call was a good one. That met the definition of on the back.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams going to their bench. Here's a long three. Look at that. Man, that was a rainbow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was Jonathan Gaston coming off the bench. Was that Gaston? Is that right? Nope. That's Guthman. Guthman. I thought it was a 5. It was a 0. That was Guthman. Okay. He ties it with the 3 ball. My apologies.
Yeah, I believe
Guthman with a big rainbow there.
Yeah, and I think he's left-handed.
That was a nice-looking shot. That about brought rain out here.
He keeps that up, we'll add him to our all-left-handed team.
He's going to try to get a spot on it, that's for sure. In the game for Carbondale is Jamari Hawkins, number 3. He's playing defense right now. As Murphysboro brings it up. Guthman gets the pass down to Shields, and he missed the bunny. Got the rebound, though, and put it back up and in.
That was a much tougher shot that he made.
Yeah. Keegan Shields gives Murphysboro the lead. 21-19. 3:34 to go here in the first half. Got us another barn burner here in this second semifinal. Here's a pass over to Davis. Davis tries to thread the needle down low. Now on the baseline, it's Hawkins. Back out it comes to Davis. His shot's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Castrojohn, and here comes Murphysboro. Castrojohn length of the floor, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Carbondale. That foul is going to go against Harlem Schoff.
Yep.
Stops the clock with 3:13 to go here in the first half. Not a shooting foul. It'll be out of bounds to Murphysboro. That is the second team foul on Carbondale this quarter. As Guthman looks to get it in, he does. Over to Miles. Miles will dribble it back out to the top. Gets it over to Guthman. Back to Miles. Now they'll swing it to the left side to Scales. Back to Miles. That's picked off. Stolen by Davis. And Davis has it slapped away and out of bounds. Good defensive play there by Miles, getting back on defense to stop that layup.
Yeah, that was.
Davis was definitely going to score on that. Carbondale will keep it as Travion Scott triggers it in. And it's a steal by Murphysboro. Now a shot from the left wing. Look at that. Liam Guthman with a big 3. Well, his rainbows are hitting nothing but nylon. And on the other end, answering back for Carbondale is Nathan Davis. Davis says, hey, I can do that too.
I tell you, Guthman gets another one, and he's a member of our all left-handed team.
Yeah, he's about there. Right side, it works it to Miles. Back to Guthman. They're going to have to respect that shot a little bit more, aren't they, after he's hit 2 of them?
Yeah.
Here is Castrojohn from the elbow. No, that won't go. Rebound's grabbed out there by Jaheim Harris for Carbondale. Gets his ball in the hands of Davis.
Ooh.
Davis in the lane. That's going to be a charging foul on Davis.
That'll be his second foul.
A lot of contact there.
Yeah. I think that was a good call. He appeared to be set.
And second foul on Davis. He'll go to the bench. And checking in to replace him will be Caleb Jackson for Carbondale. Murphysboro leads it by 2. It was all tied after the first quarter, 16-all. Guthman has it. Gives it out to Miles. Miles swings it over to Castrojohn. Now to Guthman again. Look out. He's thinking about the three. Now he gets it to Castorjohn again.
Oh, nope.
Nope, Guthman does the Euro step and scores.
An 8-point quarter for Guthman, and he's in double figures with 10.
And that gives Murphy a 4-point lead. Carbondale needs some points. Here's a jump step in the lane. That's a little too strong by Jackson, and on the rebound we got a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Carbondale.
Yeah, Nathan Davis is first.
Well, Davis is called for the foul, and it'll be Murphysboro ball. This Murphysboro team gave Nashville 2 of their losses this year. Nashville was the Class M champions this year. Here's Guthman back in the front court for Murphysboro.
I think they also might have played Cairo, but I'm not sure about that.
That's a possibility. Murphysboro does have 2 losses. I'm not really sure who they are to. If somebody's watching from Murphysboro and you want to tell us, let us know who the 2 losses were.
Yeah, I think I heard that Cairo beat them. I don't know.
Yeah, send us a message on our Facebook Messenger and tell us who the 2 losses were to that Murphysboro suffered this year. Hey, we're down to a minute to play in the first half. Carbondale down by 4. They have led by as many as 6 in this game. Guthman playing some defense out there, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul.
On Guthman, his first. Now we got a technical foul.
We got a technical foul. Now these officials, if you watch the first game, you know they're not going to take it.
I mean, Nathan Davis was fouled, and then they called the foul, and then he gets the technical foul.
Yeah, you got to watch what you say. Darian sent me a message and said, yeah, they lost to Cairo twice.
I thought Cairo beat him. I thought I heard that.
Okay. Thank you, Darian. Appreciate it. So, Guthman at the line buries the first one on the technical.
So, yeah, that's a second foul on
Nathan Davis. Yeah, he got called for the technical as Guthman buries both of them on the technical. And now it will be Murphysboro ball.
Now, Guthman fouled Davis, but they weren't shooting yet. And then Davis got a technical foul. So that's what they shot right there, and Murphy gets the ball out of bounds.
Here's Guthman in the front court with 29 seconds left.
Guthman has a 10-point quarter going on.
Yeah, he's filling it up out there, both outside and inside. Here's Shields in the lane, off the glass, no. Rebound back up by Castorjohn, no. And a foul on the rebound.
Well, they missed a ton of bunnies.
Yes, they have.
Shields pick up a foul. His first. Probably one shot here for Carbondale.
All right. Cougars down by 6. 9 seconds left. Who's going to pull the trigger? There's a double team. Almost a steal, and it is. And it's thrown ahead to Castorjohn. 2 seconds left, and he missed the bunny. Horn sounds. That's the end of the first half. So as both teams go to the locker room, it is Murphysboro with the halftime lead here, 28-22. Again, Carbondale led by as many as 6 in that first quarter. We were tied 16-16 after the first quarter. But Murphysboro is kind of taking control here in this second quarter thanks to some big shooting by Liam Guthman, who's hit a pair of threes, and he made a shot inside the lane as well. So
yeah, he had a 10-point quarter.
He has really propelled the Blue Devils to this 6-point lead here at halftime. Ron is working on our post-game, or our halftime stats, I should say, and we will come back and
feels like post-game because that first game lasted so long.
That first game went a long time, didn't it? Yeah, that first game went a long time. And if you just joined us, Marion came from behind in the fourth quarter and beat Centralia in that first game, 58-54. We saw, I don't know how many players fouled out for both teams. We saw multiple technical fouls. We saw a little bit of everything. So that was a wild one. We'll be back here in just a little bit with our halftime stats.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare. Your dog's home, away from home.
Are you going on a vacation soon or perhaps a weekend getaway? Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon is your dog's home away from home, featuring an outside turf playground that your dog is going to love. And if your dog needs grooming or obedience training while it's here, we can handle that too. In fact, we've even got a presidential suite with flat screen TV and ceramic tile. Check it out on our website.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV. All right, we're back here at halftime at Rend Lake College. Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard. You see our halftime score. Murphysboro leads it over Carbondale 28-22. This is our second semifinal tonight in the boys Class L tournament. The winner will advance on to take on Marion in the championship game this Saturday night. The loser will face Centralia in the third place game. And Ron, your thoughts on that first half of play?
I really don't know what to say about it, Randy. Just second quarter looked like the first quarter, and the first half looked like the first game that we saw here. It's just all four teams play the same style of basketball.
They're really going at it hard and heavy.
That's like to get them down the floor.
Yeah.
For the Carbondale Cougars, they committed 7 personal fouls in that first half. They were 1 out of 1 from the free throw line, and they had 4 players in the scoring column, led by Aiden Davis with 10. A.J. Gaston had 2 points. Harlem Schauf had 5 points, and Nathan Davis had 5 points for a total of 22. For the Murphysboro Red Devils, they committed 4 personal fouls in that first half. They were 4 out of 7 from the free throw line. And they had a double-figure scorer in Liam Guthman with 12 points. Drayden Castrillon had 7 points. Keegan Shields also had 7 points, and Dallas Scales had 2 for a total of 28.
Again, the game was tied after the first quarter, 16-16, but Murphysboro with a little spurt here in the second quarter, thanks to Liam Guthman and the offense that he had, and they lead it here at halftime, 28-22. A lot of people sending us in messages that are watching from all over the place. Got some out-of-state people watching. Jack and Martha Weber are watching from New Carlisle, Ohio, and they are rooting for Murphysboro. So, Jack and Martha, good to have you along. Hope you don't have too much snow out there in Ohio. Hey, our good friend Alex Timmerman, the coach of Nashville, is watching the game tonight.
All right.
He's very familiar with this Murphysboro team, that's for sure. Played them a couple times this year.
Congratulations, Coach.
Yes, on that state championship in Class M. D.T. Thomas is watching tonight. Let's see, who else? A couple different ones. Here we go. The Kidd family is watching from Carbondale. They say, go Cougars.
Kidd family?
The Kidd family.
Might be related to Jason Kidd.
I don't know. The Kidd family. K-I-D-D. It's spelled correctly. Yep. All right. So we will have a second half action here in just a moment as the teams are starting to make their way back out on the floor. Again, this broadcast is made possible by the PTO and boosters of Carbondale Middle School. Happy to be bringing you this broadcast tonight from Rend Lake College. There are a lot of girls' high school regional championships that are being played around the area tonight. We'll have all those scores posted for you later on our Facebook page at AreaSports.net. There's a few boys' high school games tonight, too, but mainly this night's kind of set aside for the girls' high school regional championship games. There are a few boys' games that have to be made up, and that's why they're playing tonight. And some of those conference games, they got to try to get them in because the boys' high school regionals start on Monday. Jamal is watching from Carbondale, and he says, let's go Cougars. All right. Again, that first game tonight was a wild one. Centralia led at all the quarter stops except the last one, as Marion came from behind in the fourth quarter and won that one 58-54. So many things happened in that first game, I can't even begin to describe them. I'll have to go back and watch that one back in archive when I get the chance. And if you do want to watch that first game back in archive, you really can't see it yet until we get done with this game, because we'll just archive the whole file together of both games tonight in the semifinals all at once, both on our website and on our YouTube channel. So those of you wondering or searching for the for the archive of that first one because you want to see what happened, yeah, got to wait till we archive the whole thing. So yeah, be patient with us on that. All right. Again, Carbondale coming into tonight's game with a record of 23-6. Murphysboro with a record of 25-2. These are outstanding teams that have had really, really good seasons. And this has always kind of been a natural rivalry here for these two communities, Carbondale and Murphysboro, not only at the junior high level, but of course at the high school level as well. In the 2A Girls Regional Championship at McLeansboro tonight, Mount Carmel has defeated Carmi. They win that one 43-21. At the Dupo Regional, the Lady Rockets of Oakville have claimed a regional title as they beat Sandoval 42-27. So congratulations to them. At the Greenville Regional tonight, the Nashville Hornets defeated Carlisle 58-28 to win the regional there.
They're hoping to win it all, I bet.
Yep, they've been ranked in the top 4 pretty well all year long. So there's 3 regional championships for you already. The 2A Columbia Regional Champion is Breeze Central as they defeated Mater Dei tonight. So they are the champions, and Breeze Central's now 29-2 on the season. Yeah, Breeze Central and Nashville, those are 2 really outstanding girls high school basketball teams from our region. If you have a chance to see either one of those 2 teams play, it's definitely worth the price of admission. The Triad 3A Regional Championship tonight was won by Effingham as they won tonight 50-38. So congratulations to them. Again, we'll have all these scores posted for you later on tonight as well on our Facebook page at AreaSports.net. Next week, the boys' regionals will begin, and Ron and I are going to bounce around to probably 3 different regionals, one on Monday, one on Wednesday, one on Friday, because there are certain places they won't let us go because of the NFHS camera situation. We're going to be doing the Waltonville game on Monday night, as Waltonville will actually host their first round game against Lebanon. So we'll be there to do that one. Wednesday night, we're expected to be down at Christopher and do a semifinal game down there. And that semifinal might be the host Christopher team against Woodlawn, the way it's looking. It might be, but who knows. Oakville could be in the other semifinal down there as well, but we'll see. And then next Friday night, we are going to venture down, we think, all the way down to Chester along the river, where the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state will meet for a regional championship, as long as there's no upsets along the way.
Yeah, well, you can't get there from here, but we'll try to find it.
And that will be Belleville-Altoff against Pinckneyville. That's if both teams win early on, as they try to alley-oop it to Shields to start the second half here, as Murphysboro has the basketball. So that's kind of our schedule for next week. But everything could change depending upon upsets along the way, so we may have to modify our schedule too. We'll just see. But that's kind of the plan right now. All right, here's Guffman from the wing. That won't go. Ball's chased down in the corner, and it's taken away by Carbondale. They're going to push it the other way. And then it's slapped out of bounds by Murphysboro. Carbondale will control it. Cougars get it in to Gaston. Now a shot from the wing, and that's good. As Harlem Schaff hits the 3-point shot for the Cougars. That cuts it to 3.
Winner of this game gets Marion on Saturday night.
Yes, they do.
Right here at Rend Lake College.
Loser plays Centralia for 3rd place. Here's Scales in the front court for Murphysboro, and there's a foul on Carbondale.
What's on Nathan Davis? That's his 3rd foul.
Yeah, that potential boys regional championship at Chester. A lot of buzz about that. It's not often the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state meet for a regional championship. I can't tell you the last time I remember that happening.
Yeah, it probably has happened, but it's been a while.
It's been a while. Here's a long shot out front, no good by Scales. Ball's loose, picked up by Carbondale. They'll take it to the other end. Pass comes out front to Schaff. Schaff down the lane. The runner's good. He cuts it to 1. Harlem Schaff with the shot for the Cougars.
That Althoff team has a Division I
football
player on it.
Going to Oregon.
Yeah,
De'Ara Hill. He's kind of the engine that makes them go. So if it all plays out, Ron and I will leave on Thursday so we can get there in time for the game on Friday because it's such a long drive to Chester. All of you know that who have been there.
Carbondale on a little mini. Actually,
yes, they are.
Actually, I should say Harlem Schaff is on a personal 5-0 run to start the second half for Carbondale.
You bet.
That 6-point lead has evaporated.
He has personally cut it to 1. Murphysboro back the other way. Here's Guthman with it. He's had a heck of a first half for them. And almost picked off as the pass comes back out. Here's a long 3. Look at that. That is Michael Miles.
Yeah. His first points.
Hitting another trifecta. And that's a 4-point lead. So again, multiple players hitting the 3s for Murphysboro. Underneath it goes to Shields. That's taken away. Keegan Shields with the pick. And he's going to take it coast to coast. Too strong, though. And losing it out of bounds. Well, losing it out of bounds was Davis, and it's going to be Murphysboro ball. Guthman will trigger it in. He does to Castrojohn. Back to Guthman for 3. This rainbow's a little too long. He puts a lot of arch on it. It's pretty. It's pretty when it goes through. That's for sure. Back the other way. Gaston has it now. Out to the top to Schaff. Schaff down the lane. Feeds it inside to his buddy, who puts it up and in. That was Hawkins on the shot. Is that not Hawkins or not?
I can't see his number.
As soon as he turns, I'll be able to tell you for sure.
He won't turn around. No, it's 13.
That's
Caleb
13.
Jackson.
Oh, it's Caleb Jackson. Okay,
yeah.
My bad. I thought it was Jamari Hawkins. I saw the 3, but I didn't see the 1. There you go. Another 3 ball. Right on cue.
3 threes for Guthman.
Yeah, he can sure fill it up out there. 5-point lead for Murphysboro. Cougars down the lane. That's a foul.
Foul on Shields.
Gaston took it in, and he'll go to the line for Carbondale.
It's going to be 2 fouls on Keegan Shields.
Stops the clock with 3:43 to go here in the third quarter of play.
A.J. Gaston at the line. You know, a few years back, Murphysboro High School had a really good player with the last name of Gaston.
Yep.
This Gaston is playing for Carbondale. Don't know if there's any connection there or not, but
a little too strong on that one. Tonight at the boys' high school level, they're playing a game at Pinckneyville between Columbia and Meridian. I'm assuming this is a final sent to us. And Columbia won that game 84-51.
Wow.
Guthman for 3. He's got another one. Nothing but nylon.
4 threes for Guthman.
Cougars are going to have to start guarding him closer.
He just stole the ball.
He got the steal. Gets it in the hands. Oh, the bucket. Holy cow.
Dallas Scales.
Scales with the razzle-dazzle.
An impossible shot. Chance for the and one.
After the steal by Guthman, Scales with the razzle-dazzle, and it's a 10-point. Well, actually, it's a 9-point lead because I missed that free throw on Carbondale earlier. There we go. Now it's a 10-point game. Yep. 40-30.
That was an acrobatic shot, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Cougars need points. Down the lane, it's Hawkins out there. Hawkins to Schaaf on the baseline now. They skip it over to Davis. Davis down to Gaston. He'll give it back to Davis. Good defense by Murphysboro. Inside, Gaston banks it in off the glass. Big shot for Carbondale. It cuts it back to 8. Blue Devils in the front court. Here's Shields. Gets it out to Scales. Guthman, they're on him a little closer now. They need to be.
Yeah.
And he has definitely shown the ability to hit that shot.
How good was that Class S Cairo team to beat these Murphysboro Blue Devils twice?
Twice, yeah, how about that? Yeah, how about that? For sure. All right. Okay, well, we are going to take a brief timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
Back here live at Rend Lake College, Murphysboro will have the basketball. Coach Timmerman from Nashville wrote into us. I'll tell you what he said here in a moment. We were talking about that Gaston player.
Okay.
It's taken away. Shields had it swiped. Here's a baseball pass down to the other end, and the shot is up and in.
Nice.
What a nice move by Jamari Hawkins.
His first point.
Well, that was a good pass down to Hawkins, and he knew what to do with it as he put it in off the window. That cuts it back to a 6-point game, and they're harassing Guthman out there. They knock it away. Almost a steal. Guthman gets it back, though. Behind the back dribble there by Miles. And they'll reset it out front.
He did that in traffic.
Yeah, that's not easy. Here's Shields again, going to the paint and scoring. He's a load out there. He's hard to stay in front of.
Yeah.
And if you do, you're probably going to get a bruise when he runs you over. That's a shot from the corner that won't go by Davis. Long pass to the other end, down to Scales. Scales will let it fly. He hits it. That's a 2-ball. Foot was on the line. It's a 2-ball, but it's a 10-point lead, and Carbondale calls timeout. Timeout, Carbondale.
It's a rivalry game, Randy.
It is. That's why everybody's into it here.
Wow, these fans are into it.
A lot of noise on both sides. Absolutely. A lot of noise on both sides. All right, so back to what we were saying a moment ago. Coach Timmerman, yeah, from Nashville wrote in. He said, we were talking about Gerard Gaston from Murphysboro. He said he played against Alex in high school. His junior and senior year, he says, I'm not sure if there was a connection or not between him and the Gaston player
tonight.
Yeah,
Gerard Gaston. Murphysboro went to the state tournament.
He said that was in 2010 and 2011 whenever he played against him.
They played Murphysboro played in back-to-back super sectionals.
Yes.
In 10 and 11.
Right.
They won one, lost one, so they went to state one of those years.
Yes.
I officiated both of those games.
There you go.
They were played at West Frankfort High School because they were renovating the arena.
You got to officiate a couple good ones there.
Yeah. And they were, guess who they played? Murphysboro played both of them. Same team, Breeze Central.
Breeze Central. Yep, how about that? Another girls' regional championship score for you tonight. Vienna defeats Johnston City to win the Vienna regional 48-40, so Rick Metcalf's got another regional championship plaque.
Yeah, and 700-plus wins, I think.
Yes, he does. Here's a shot from the corner. That's a 3-ball. Man, we got some hot shooting out here tonight.
I think that was Hawkins.
It was. That's Jamari Hawkins, who's come off the bench. He's just a 7th grader for Carbondale. Here's Guthman getting it back out to Scales. Scales down the line, and he walked. Yep.
Can't define traveling anymore, but I know it when I see it.
Cameron wrote in and says, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe Guthman and Scales are 7th graders. You're exactly right. They are 7th graders, which is pretty bad news for everybody else that's going to play Murphysboro next year.
Yeah, it's a good guard combo.
Yeah, it is. They don't play like 7th graders, do they? No, they do not. Here's Carbondale back in the front court, down on the baseline. Pump fake, up and in. Caleb Jackson. Big shot for the Cougars, cuts it back to 5.
Yeah. Cut that lead in half already.
This is a knockdown, drag-out semifinal. We're down to 33 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. And that sails out of bounds. That's a turnover on Murphysboro.
Good timeout by Coach Cobb for Carbondale.
Yeah, Coach Cobb really got them settled down, didn't he?
Stopped the momentum and then got them back in the game.
He really did. They've turned the game around again. They sure have. Let's see if the Cougars can score again. Down to 22 seconds left. Here's a move in the lane. The turnaround by Jackson is no good. Rebound is grabbed by Castrojohn.
Good block.
That's going to be a foul.
Caleb Jackson.
Yep.
That's his 3rd foul.
3 fouls on Caleb Jackson. Back in the game for Murphysboro is Keegan Shields. He was getting a little bit of a breather. Checks in for Jackson Fager. Well, you know, Castrojohn has been quiet here in the second half so far for Murphysboro. He had a big first half.
Yeah, he's not scored in the second half.
Here's Scales in the front court. Gets it to Shields. Look out. Shields takes it to the rack. He's a load.
He covers a lot of ground.
He does. He got a big stride in there.
Man.
To the other end. The scoop shot won't go right before the horn. After 3 quarters of play, it's Murphysboro with a 7-point lead over Carbondale, 46-39. And we will come back with 4th quarter action here in just a moment. Live from Rend College.
When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
Well, it was a 6-point game at halftime. Now it's a 7-point game as Murphysboro outscored them by a point in that quarter. But Carbondale had cut into it a little bit, and then Murphy had a couple buckets there at the end.
Yeah.
Who's going to move on to the championship game and face Marion on Saturday? We're about to find out as we move into the 4th quarter. It'll be Carbondale ball first. This game was tied 16-16 after the first quarter. It's been quite a battle tonight.
Carbondale won this tournament, Randy, in 2011. Might have skipped one, but Murphysboro won it in 2001.
Both teams with some history down here. Harlem Schaff getting some instruction from Coach Cobb over there. Tries to feed it down low. Pass was intended for Gaston. Knocked out of bounds. Carbondale will keep it. And we got shot clock. We had this happen the other night. The light around the backboard is staying on.
It did.
They had to finally just reset it over there to make it go off. They'll push around on some buttons till they figure it out.
That happens all the time, Randy. That literally happened to me in the state tournament refereeing at Peoria, and that light came on when a guy from Pittsfield, Illinois, was shooting a free throw.
Really? Wow.
He missed the free throw, and the coach wanted him to get a mulligan because of that light coming up.
Did you give it to him?
No, I mean, we discussed it, but I said, well, I don't know. Maybe he deserves one, but there's no such thing as a mulligan that I know of.
No mulligans in the rule book, is there? Yeah, no mulligans in the rule book.
No do-overs.
No. Yeah, they had to put a little bit of time on the clock to try to run it down to reset it, but that still didn't work.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this did happen one other night when we were down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did.
Well, that's a problem because you really can't play with one on, one off.
Yeah, because it's not on the other end.
Yeah. And the other one won't come on unless it's supposed to, which means it's the end of the quarter.
Right. Yeah, they're pointing up there to it like, there we go, we got it off. Not sure what they did, but they got it off. So we're back to action. It must be a full moon,
If it's
Ron.
ran by a computer, you turn it off and then you turn it on again.
Yeah.
Fixes everything.
You bet. Here is the inbound. Here's a short jumper. Oh, it rolls off by Gaston. And on the rebound, we got a foul. Boy, Carbondale missed an opportunity right there.
That's a third foul on Aiden Davis.
Foul on Davis will give Murphysboro the ball. 6:36 to go in the game.
They say he's got 4 fouls. I might have missed one.
Here's Guthman with it. Gets it down to Castrojohn. Spins in the lane and scores on the drop step.
Wow.
That was a big move on the drop step. Scores off the window, and it's a 9-point Murphysboro lead. Cougars need points. Stolen by Castrojohn. He's going to race to the other end, and
one.
He scores and's fouled.
He said he'd been quiet, so he woke up in his fourth quarter.
Yeah, I said that we hadn't heard from him in the second half, and he must have heard me because he's he's doing it now in the fourth quarter.
That foul's on Nathan Davis.
That gives Murphysboro an 11-point lead.
His fourth.
Yeah, Nathan Davis with 4 fouls. Castrojohn's free throw is good.
5-0 run to start this quarter by Murphysboro.
Top of the key, shot is no good by Schaff. A turnaround is back up and in. Carbondale needed that.
Yeah, Caleb Jackson.
Jackson with a nice turnaround off the window. Cuts it back to 10. If you're Carbondale, you need some stops now. Here's Guthman, look out, it's another 3.
Oh,
missed that one. Rebound by Davis. And Davis bobbles the basketball, and they get him for the traveling. Coach Cobb says, yeah, he bobbled it, but I don't know that he walked, did he? They'll give the ball to Murphy.
Well, you got to have control of it. They must have determined he had control of it.
Here's a pass into Guthman. Guthman being harassed out there. Just playing defense on him is Nathan Davis. Here's a pass over to Miles. Miles is guarded there by Davis. In the lane, Castrojohn. Can't shoot. Gives it off to Guthman. He'll put up a floater. And he got it. Boy, he's doing it all out there, isn't he? Let me remind you, he's a 7th grader.
Yeah, he's got 20 points.
Yeah, 20 points from the 7th grader. How about that?
Yeah, in the semifinals of the state tournament.
Yeah. Here's a shot from the wing. Blocked. Shot by Davis is blocked. It's out of bounds. Going to stay with Carbondale with 4:45 left in the ball game. Out to the top it comes to Davis. Back over on the right wing. That's a big shot. Caleb Jackson with the big 3 ball. Carbondale not going away. They're down by 9. Plenty of time left. 4:28 to play. Here's Castrojohn. Over in the corner to Scales. He thought about it. Back now to Miles. Miles over to Guthman. Guthman is guarded by Hawkins. And that's an offensive foul.
Yep.
Pass went down underneath to Shields, and he's called for the offensive foul.
His third.
So the ball will go back over to Carbondale. Again, they got this thing down to single digits. Now can they creep closer? It's a 9-point game. And that's a foul on Guthman.
Yeah.
He tried to slap the ball away from Jackson.
His second.
4:06 to play. Pass comes into Davis. Back to Jackson. Now over to Hawkins. Carbondale needs some more points. Hawkins guarded by Guthman. Puts up a 15-footer. Too strong. Tipped around. Grabbed by Hawkins again.
Dragged his foot.
And they're going to get him for traveling.
Yeah.
So another turnover back over to Murphysboro with 3:47 to play in the game. And the official, I think, is warning the Murphysboro coach.
Yeah.
Now the Blue Devils have it. Pass comes into Shields. Shields to Guthman, back out to Casterjohn. I think coach has given them a signal to spread the floor here. They've got a 9-point lead. They can take care of the basketball and make Carbondale chase. Carbondale's got fouls to give. There's only 2 team fouls on the Cougars, so they're going to have to foul them 3 times to send them to the line. We're down to 3:21 to go in the ball game. Carbondale chasing as Murphysboro has that 9-point lead. That's taken away. A steal. Let's see if Carbondale can convert. Nice behind the back. Block. Well, that's blocked. No goaltending called on that one, although they called one on him in the first half. On the other end, there's a shot up and no good by Casterjohn.
That ball is still on its way up.
And at the line will be Drayden Casterjohn with 3:01 left in the ball game.
Fouls on Schauf.
Boy, if Carbondale could have converted that one, they would have got it down to 7 points.
Yeah.
Instead, it's still 9, and Murphy can extend it out to double digits again if they can hit the free throws here. Again, 3:01 left in the ball game. The winner gets Marion in the championship game Saturday. Loser plays Centralia for third as the free throw is good.
Yeah, this is a pretty good foursome of teams.
Oh, it has been, yeah.
That third place game will be a battle, too.
It will be. It absolutely will be. Second one is missed. And Carbondale tried to save it from going out of bounds, but it's off the hands of Jackson. It'll be Murphysboro ball. Well, now the Blue Devils will really look to run some clock, up 10 with 2:59 left. As they get it out to Scales, over to Miles. 3 team fouls on Carbondale, so they've got to foul 2 more times to send them to the line.
Yeah.
And that's carrying the basketball.
This is a guard-oriented team, this Murphysboro team. Carbondale needs to score this time down.
They do. They do need to score here. 2:45 to go in the game. Doesn't have to be a 3. It can just be anything. They just need some points.
Yeah.
As they bring in the front court. And that's going to be a walk. Harlem Schauf was trying to make a move off the dribble, but he took 1 extra step.
Yeah.
And that turns it over to the Blue Devils with 2:35 left in the ball game. Carbondale's going to press. They got to get the ball back. Pass comes in to Fager. Fager's got it. And timeout is called by Coach Brad Norman. Coach Norman calls timeout for Murphysboro with 2:29 left in the ball game.
Yeah, Randy, if someone knows, I think let us know if Coach Norman used to coach the high school boys at Chester.
All right, somebody out there I'm sure will know that answer.
I bet they do.
From Murphysboro, let us know. Send us a message on Facebook Messenger, AreaSports.net on Facebook Messenger if you know the answer to that. Did Coach Norman coach at Chester?
Yep, Chester High School.
short timeout, so we're going to come back to play here. Again, this broadcast made possible by the PTO Booster Club at Carbondale Middle School. Hope that you are enjoying the broadcast no matter where you're watching from tonight or who you're rooting for. We've had 2 really good basketball games tonight. Murphysboro trying to play keep away now from Carbondale. Cougars are chasing. Scales has it to Guthman. Now to Shields. They're running a little weave action out there, trying to run the clock. That's taken away. Stolen by the Cougars. Now they need to convert.
Yeah.
It's a 10-point game, 2:05 left. And that's knocked out of bounds by Murphysboro. Still a lot of time left, but Carbondale does need to score. Chris wrote in, says yes, he coached at Chester.
There you go.
Thank you, Chris. And Ron, you were right.
Yeah.
You thought that was true, but you weren't sure. But
yeah, thank you, Chris, because I refereed Chester games. I swore he was the coach.
Okay. Cougars have it. Schaff with it. Under 2 minutes to play. Here's a 3-ball from the corner. That won't go. Rebound, back up. Too strong by Jackson. Gets it again. Swiped away by Guthman. Guthman slapped it out of there. Gets it in the hands of Casterjohn. Boy, Carbondale had a couple looks there, but just couldn't convert. Casterjohn is going to be fouled on the floor before the shot. Austin says, yeah, not only was Coach Norman the head coach at Chester, he won a regional championship there too.
Yeah, I knew he was pretty successful there because Chester had been down for a while and he turned that program around.
That's a turnover. Carbondale's got it. Minute 36 left. They need a bucket. Here's the 3-ball. No. Back up. Yes. That cuts it to 8. Minute 26 left. Long pass to the other end. That's a layup. As he got back behind the defense was Dallas Scales. And Murphy goes back up by 10.
Scoop shot by Dallas Scales.
Minute 14 left. Carbondale needs to attack the basket. Down underneath. There's a shot up and in. Jamari Hawkins cuts it back to 8. 59 seconds left. Carbondale needs the ball.
Yeah, they got a foul.
They got a press.
They got a foul now.
The next foul will send them to the line, and there it is. That's the 5th team foul. And that will send Murphysboro to the line with 47 seconds left.
That was on South, number 11.
Yeah, they let a lot of time go off the clock there without fouling.
That's his 3rd foul.
And at the line will be Drayden Casterjohn, and what's he done there tonight?
Oh. Three out of 5. That makes it 4 out of 6.
Buzzer sound right when he was in the middle of his shot.
Mulligan.
Carbondale girls high school team beat Mascoutah tonight at the Mount Vernon 3A Regional, 52-30. They'll play Mount Vernon, who beat East St. Louis tonight. That shot is up and in by Hawkins on the other end. 58-50, an 8-point game with 35 seconds left. There's another steal by Carbondale. Up and in by Schaff. That cuts it to 6. 29 seconds left, 6-point game.
There's time. You know, Jamari Hawkins did not play much or score in the first half. He's got 9 points in the second half. Nice job off the bench by Jamari Hawkins for Carbondale. They're going to press. They need another turnover.
Yeah, they're definitely going to press. 6-point game, 2-possession game. They need the ball back in a hurry. Casterjohn gets it across. They get it to Guthman. And they're going to try to foul, and they do. 20 seconds left. And that's going to send Guthman to the line. Liam Guthman, a 7th grader.
4 fouls on Schaff. My guess is that Guthman's a pretty good free throw shooter.
He's been pretty good at everything else. And the lefty is good. Yeah, he's definitely earned a spot on an all left-handed team, I think.
Yeah, he has, no doubt. He's got 21 points.
That was 4 fouls on Harlem Schaaf. Another one for Gelfman. He's got ice in his veins.
Yeah.
Steps up there like no problem.
He's 4 for 4 from the line.
8-point lead for Murphysboro, 20 seconds left. So it's a 3-possession game now. Carbondale's going to have to score and score extremely quick because they need 3 possessions to have a chance. 20.8 seconds to play. Been a good basketball game. Let's reset it for you. It was tied after the first quarter, 16-16. Murphy went into the locker room at halftime with a 6-point lead, 28-22. And then Murphy led by 7 after the fourth quarter. Carbondale's definitely made some runs at them.
Yeah, if it stays like this, Randy, we need to know. I'm sure that it probably played Murphysboro and Marion. They would have played each other this year.
I imagine that they have. Don't know what the outcome was, but if they have played this year, somebody listening might know that. If you're from Murphysboro or Marion, you could let us know. Did they play?
And Carbondale Centralia probably played each other
I'm
as
sure
well.
they did. Here's a pass into Carbondale, the long 3. Oh, man, that just looped in and out. 11 seconds left. Murphysboro's got it. Carbondale's chasing. And the Blue Devils look like they're going to be headed to the championship game. Gelfman's got it. He throws it down to Castrojohn, and that's it. Murphysboro has won it. They have held on to win this one by a score of 60-52. Great effort by the Carbondale Cougars, but they come up short tonight against a very good Murphysboro team. Murphysboro improves to 26-2 on the season. Carbondale falls to 23-7. Carbondale will face Centralia in the third-place game on Saturday night. Murphysboro will face Marion in the championship game. Ron is working on our post-game stats, and we'll come back and take a look at this on AreaSports.net.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVA system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738. Andrea Baker, the broker owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
welcome back here to Rend Lake College, where the semifinals have been concluded tonight. In our first game, it was Marion over Centralia, as Marion came from behind to win it 58-54 in that fourth quarter. And in this game just concluded, you see it on the screen, Murphysboro held off a good Carbondale team 60-52. And tonight's game, the second game, was not just a semifinal game. This was a rivalry game, wasn't it?
Yeah, you could tell that too, by the way they were going at it, and the fans were getting into it.
Oh, a lot of noise made on both sides tonight. Fans were definitely into it. And probably some screaming going on at home, too, while they were watching as well. It was a very high-energy game, and it was a fun one to do.
Yeah, it was.
What you got for statistically
Okay,
there?
for the Carbondale Cougars, they committed 15 personal fouls in this game. They were 2 out of 3 from the free throw line as a team. They had 6 players break the scoring column here tonight. 2 of those players were in double figures, Aiden Davis with 12 and Harlem Schauf with 12. 2 players who did not score in the first half almost got into double figures in the second half. Caleb Jackson had 9 points. Jamari Hawkins had 9 points. A.J. Gaston finished with 5 points, as did Nathan Davis with 5 points, for a total of 52. For Murphysboro Blue Devils, they committed 7 personal fouls in this game. They were 11 out of 15 from the free throw line as a team. 5 players broke the scoring column, led by Liam Guthman with 22 points. Drayden Castrillon had 15 points. Keegan Shields had 11 points, so 3 guys in double figures. Michael Miles had 3 points, and Dallas Scales had 9 points for a total of 60.
Right. Again, the trophy games are on Saturday. At this point, we're not sure whether we're going to be here on Saturday. If some of the schools are interested, I'm sure they'll reach out to us between now and then. But that's when the trophy games will be played, is Saturday night, because there are actually college games here during Saturday afternoon, I believe.
6 o'clock and 7:30, I believe.
Yeah. So, again, it'll be Centralia against Carbondale for the third-place trophy, and Marion against Murphysboro for the championship of the Class L tournament upcoming this Saturday. Reminder that Monday night, Ron and I will be over at Waltonville for the first-round game of the Class 1A Regional, as Waltonville will take on Lebanon.
Yeah, Randy, Marion won this thing in 2013.
So they're trying to win it for the first time in about 12 years.
Right.
Okay.
And it's a real fine print. But unless I missed it, Murphysboro won it in 2001.
Okay, so been a while for Murphysboro for sure. And so both teams looking to win it for the first time in quite a while anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to have someone that's not won it recently is going to win it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because each of the last 2 years it's been
Mount Vernon Centralia.
Mount Vernon Centralia in the championship game.
Yeah.
And they split it each of the last 2 years. So this year, Mount Vernon Centralia, neither one are in the championship game, although Centralia will still play for third. That was a tough loss today for the Tigers. They led at each of the quarter stops against Marion, but boy, Marion came back and pulled it out there in that fourth quarter in what was a really, really crazy basketball game.
I think both teams had 3 starters foul out of that game.
We had multiple technical fouls, just all kinds of stuff in that game. It really did. Well, that's going to about wrap it up here from Rend Lake College. For Ron Standard, this is Randy Olson saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Again, the finals. In the first one, it was Marion over Centralia, 58-54. And in the second semifinal, Murphysboro defeats Carbondale, 60-52. And so long from Ina.